Autolite and its 96,000 dealers present Miss Loretta Young in Lady Killer, a suspense play produced and edited by William Spear.
Say, Wilcox, did I ever tell you about the time I plugged a buffalo?
No, Remingchester shotgun, but have I told you about the sensational wide gap Autolite resistor spark plugs?
You mean there's something special about Autolite resistor spark plugs?
Why, wide gap Autolite resistor spark plugs are the newest addition to the complete line of regular, transport, aviation, marine, resistor, and model spark plugs. Ignition engineered by Autolite.
You're sure plugging tonight, Wilcox.
Built right into every wide gap Autolite resistor spark plug is an exclusive 10,000 ohm Autolite resistor that makes practical a wider initial gap setting with advantages that have long been recognized by automotive engineers. For example, you get smoother performance on leaner gas mixtures, greater gas savings, quicker starts in cold temperatures, even double life as compared to spark plugs without the built-in resistor. So, friends, see your friendly Autolite spark plug dealer tomorrow and replace worn-out spark plugs with ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs. Whether you choose the resistor type or the regular type, you'll be right, because you're always right with Autolite.
And now, with Lady Killer and the performance of Loretta Young, Autolite hopes once again to keep you in suspense.
Flight 175 to Morningside and Capital City, now loading at Gate 3. Will passengers please board the plane?
Is this the right plane for Capital City, stewardess?
Yes, sir. Name, please.
Benton, Grant Benton.
Take any seat, Mr. Benton.
I have a horror of getting in the wrong plane someday and winding up in Tibet. Things like that happen to me.
Well, it's not very likely this time. Your name is on the passenger list.
So it is. That won't keep me from worrying, though.
Name, please.
Nordlinger. Miss Nordlinger.
You can leave your coat with me if you like, Miss Nordlinger.
I guess that would be better. Here you are.
Take any seat, Miss Nordlinger.
Thank you, stewardess.
The best way to travel is
You can't date a stewardess. Company rule is...
I beg your pardon. Is this seat taken?
As a matter of fact, Miss Nordlinger, I was saving it for you.
You know me?
We've never met, but we travel in the same circle. Don't I look at all familiar?
No. But how do you do?
Sit down, fasten your safety belt, have a pillow. Stick of gum, fetch a blanket.
Well, I'll settle for the gum.
Here you are.
Thank you.
If you chew gum when you're up in the air, it relieves pressure on the ears.
Oh.
Why it relieves pressure in the ears, I haven't the vaguest notion.
Do you always babble on like this?
Pretty near always, though sometimes...
Miss Nordlinger,
Oh, yes? Yes, stewardess.
this telegram just arrived for you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
We'll be taking off in a few minutes, so if you want to send an answer...
Oh, no. I'm sure an answer won't be necessary, stewardess.
I'll tell the boy not to wait.
Thank you.
Aren't you going to open the telegram, Miss Nordlinger? I promise not to peek, or at most only a little bit.
I can't open it. You see, I'm not Miss Nordlinger.
I'm sort of on the dull-witted side.
Well, the flight was booked solid, but I came out to the airport hoping there'd be a cancellation. And just before the passengers started to get on board, a woman came up to me and offered to sell me a ticket.
How'd she know you wanted one?
Well, she overheard me talking to the clerk at the reservation desk.
So?
Well, it would have taken extra time to have the ticket validated in my own name, so I decided to use hers. This telegram complicates things.
What's your real name, deceitful woman?
Lincoln. Peg Lincoln. Miss Peg Lincoln. And I didn't deceive you. I deceived the stewardess. You just happened to have your ears flapping when I told her my name was Nordlinger.
Now then, Miss Lincoln, would you mind telling me why you let me go on with all that bilge about traveling in the same circles?
Well, you were trying to pick me up, and I thought I'd better help out a little.
That's what I liked about the modern woman. So shy and retiring, like Mata Hari.
Well, after all, it's a 2-hour trip to Capital City. Dear, I wish I knew what to do about this telegram.
Didn't the Nordlinger woman give you an address?
No, she didn't. I gave her mine, but she was in such a hurry to get away.
Too late to do anything anyway. We're taking off.
Oh, that's funny. I feel dizzy all at once.
Nonsense. We're still on the ground.
Oh.
Just your imagination. Miss Lincoln.
Oh, it's so stuffy in here. I'm awfully sick.
Stewardess, don't let the plane take off. There's someone sick here.
Feels like poison. Sick. Oh, brother, was I sick. When I came to in the hospital after a nightmare in which stomach pumps seemed to be reoccurring, I was told that I could thank my handsome seatmate for the fact that I was still alive. He stopped the flight, carried me off the plane, and raced me into the hospital. Furthermore, he had engaged a private nurse and had telephoned every hour until assured that the danger was over. I bounced back fast. Next morning found me weak as a kitten, but sufficiently recovered to leave the hospital. The bubbling Mr. Benton was waiting to drive me home.
So we bid a reluctant farewell to Rosemont Hospital, to its unsmiling nurses with their picturesque thermometers, to the pungent, unforgettable aroma of chloroform that lingers in its halls. Miss Lincoln. Miss Lincoln.
Oh, yes.
Are you sure you didn't die?
I'm sorry. My mind was on something else.
Miss Lincoln. Or may I call you Peg?
Let's keep it at Miss Lincoln for a while, Mr. Benton.
I wish we read the same books.
Meaning?
The books I read, a fellow saves the girl's life, she falls all over him.
Yes?
The ones you read, it's let's keep it at Miss Lincoln for a while.
Maybe I should explain. I am an insurance investigator. And insurance investigators get to be pretty good at spotting phonies. I think you're a phony.
Well, aren't you sweet?
Not very.
You know what I'd do if you were drowning right now? I'd throw rocks at you.
I don't doubt it.
A cryptic remark. I love cryptic remarks.
Did Dr. Shiflin happen to mention what I nearly died of?
He said it had some of the symptoms of food poisoning.
Suppose I told you I never eat for 12 hours before traveling.
I'd say you must have had something. Contaminated water, maybe.
Or maybe a stick of poisoned chewing gum to relieve the pressure on my ears, eh?
If you're getting at what I think you're getting
I
at...
am.
Do you know I canceled an important business trip just to make sure you were okay? Why, you'd be at the embalmers right now if I hadn't run...
Sure I would. You did some expert diagnosing, all right. A little too expert for a man who hadn't had any medical training.
Don't look now, but you're losing your mind. Now, look, why would I want to poison a girl I'd never seen before, never had anything to do with?
That's what Dr. Shiflin asked.
You mean you ran off of the mouth to him?
I pointed out that the poison may have been meant for the woman whose ticket I bought. It was too late to make any poison test, but to be on the safe side, Dr. Shiflin decided to check on you. He called Chief of Police Longman.
Oh, that must have been good. Ray Longman and I used to trade tricycles.
Oh, the chief rates you high, all right. Above suspicion was the phrase he used.
But you're still not sold.
I was for a while, but just after I got into your car, I found this unopened telegram in my pocket.
Isn't that the one that was delivered to you aboard the plane? The one addressed to that Nordlinger woman?
Yes.
Well, what about it?
Well, it wasn't in my pocket when I left the hospital 10 minutes ago.
You just didn't notice, that's all.
Want to look at a copy of the hospital receipt I signed for the personal articles returned to me? You'll find everything else on it. No telegram, though.
An oversight.
Oh, hospitals don't make oversights.
Would you mind running through the whole plot for me? I'm a little hazy as to my motives.
All right. You poisoned me thinking I was the Nordlinger woman. Fortunately for me, you discovered the mistake in time to correct it.
Well, for a murderer, I certainly am careful.
However, you wanted to look at the telegram, so you stole it. Probably as you carried me out of the plane. You read it, and then you resealed the envelope, and then met me at the hospital, hoping to slip it back into my pocket before I missed it.
You've got the telegram right there. Open it up. Maybe we can put an end to this fairy tale.
Thank you, no. I'd rather wait until I find the Nordlinger woman. She's still alive.
Well, then I'll open it for you.
Here, give that back to me, please.
Have a nice trip, love. It's signed Aunt Ellen. Well, that's in my gang's secret code. That means boatload of stolen jewels ready to sail at dawn for what cheer, Iowa.
Thoughtful of you to rip the envelope so I couldn't check the resealing.
How can you be suspicious of somebody so charming?
Oh, the chief of police knows what's on my mind. If anything happens to me, it'll take more than that charm of yours to keep the badge boys off your neck.
But I do have charm. That we're agreed on.
Oh, yes. But you're wasting it on me. Next one is my apartment building. Oh, look out! Look out for that girl crossing the street!
Miss Lincoln, see if you can swallow this water, please.
Oh. What happened?
Oh, it's me, Jack, the elevator operator. Oh, gee, you had me scared.
Oh, Jack, how did I
carried you into the apartment lobby.
Oh?
I guess you're still weak from the hospital because you fainted after the accident.
Oh. Where's Mr. Benton? The man who was driving the car. Where is
Police headquarters. They want you to report in, too, whenever you're feeling better.
And the girl was killed?
Yeah, I understand. Gee, it was awful.
Oh, dead.
Yes, Miss Lincoln, it was so awful. Friend of yours, too, huh?
No, I'd never...
Gee, she was just leaving here when the car hit her. She was asking for you.
Who was she?
Well, I wrote her name down. It's in my pocket somewhere. Yeah, here it is.
Patricia Smythe. I don't know any Patricia Smythe.
Well, she said it was important to get in touch with you.
Oh. Jack, did it strike you that Mr. Benton, the driver, could have avoided that accident by yanking the wheel the other way, perhaps?
Well, I was reading the financial page when it happened. I didn't see nothing.
Oh.
But anything you want me to swear to, though, Miss Lincoln?
No, never mind, Jack. Call me a cab, will you?
Oh, Miss Lincoln, you're sick. You ought to be in bed.
Now, look here. Something tells me I'll stay a lot healthier if I get to the telegraph office right away.
I'm sorry. Now, what was that message again, miss?
It was addressed to Kate Nordlinger at the municipal airport.
And the message?
Have a nice trip. Love, Aunt Ellen.
Uh-huh. No, not sent from this office. Might I see the telegram?
Certainly. Here it is.
Why, this thing is fake, miss.
Are you sure?
It's a regulation form, all right, and the message is pasted on in strips, but, well, look how different the type is from one of ours.
Yes, I see. Well, was any telegram sent to Kate Nordlinger at the airport?
You're Miss Nordlinger?
Yes, I am.
Well, I can look it up in a minute.
Thank you. That'll be fine.
Mm-hmm. Just a minute here. I think I can find it right away. Oh, yes. Here's one. Let's see. It reads, on your return, we'll contact you at Hotel Ludwig. It's signed Patricia Smythe.
Patricia Smythe.
S-M-Y-T-H-E.
What was the name of that hotel?
The Ludwig. Hotel Ludwig. Right there, right across the street.
Oh, yes. Well, thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
You're quite welcome.
Good afternoon, Hotel Ludwig. Just a moment. I'll connect you.
May I help you, miss?
Yes, if you would. Ring Miss Kate Nordlinger's room and tell her that Miss Lincoln would like to see her for a moment. It's important.
Whose room did you say?
Miss Nordlinger's.
Well, I'm sorry, but we have no Miss Nordlinger registered at the Ludwig.
Well, I was sure she was staying here.
A friend of yours, miss?
Why do you ask that?
Well, it seemed a natural sort of question.
Well, not to me, it didn't. Why do you want to know she's a friend of mine?
No reason. No reason at all. I'm just making conversation.
Well, make a little more conversation, will you? Did you ever have a Kate Nordlinger registered here?
Well, yes, but she's not with us any longer.
When did she leave?
Last night.
Oh, why didn't you tell me that before?
I didn't think it important.
Yes, you did, or you'd have mentioned it. Where'd she go?
I don't know. I really...
Why are you so scared?
I'm not scared. It's the manager's orders. We're not supposed to talk to reporters.
Oh, now what makes you think I'm a reporter?
Well, who else would ask questions the way you do?
An insurance investigator.
Oh.
Here are my credentials. Now, what's this all about?
Well, you'll have to promise to keep it confidential,
Of course.
miss. Thanks to the cooperation of the police, there's been nothing about it in the papers, and we'd like to keep it that way. Such things are bad publicity for the hotel.
What do you mean, such things?
Well, suicides.
Oh.
Last night, Kate Nordlinger threw herself out the window on the 14th floor.
Autolite is bringing you Loretta Young in Lady Killer, tonight's production in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
About that buffalo, Wilcox, I bagged him with a set of wide-gap Autolite resistor spark plugs.
Redding Chester, that's a spark plug story, all right. But motorists everywhere can tell you stories about the money-saving advantages of wide gap Autolite resistor spark plugs. The newest addition to the complete line of spark plugs, ignition engineered by Autolite.
You should have seen the difference, Wilcox.
Difference. Why, there's an exclusive 10,000 ohm Autolite resistor built right into every Autolite resistor spark plug that permits a wider initial gap setting, with advantages like smoother performance, greater gas savings, quicker starts in cold weather, even double life as compared to spark plugs without the built-in resistor.
I'll always say...
So, friends, ask your friendly Autolite spark plug dealer to replace worn-out spark plugs with a set of ignition-engineered Autolite spark plugs. And whether you choose the resistor type or the regular type, you'll be right, because you're always right with Autolite.
And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage our star, Loretta Young, as Peg Lincoln, with Larry Dobkin as Grant Benton in Lady Killer, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Come in.
Hello, Miss Lincoln. Taking over Kate Nordlinger's room as well as her name? How about a stick of chewing gum?
No, thanks, Mr. Benton. I thought you were at police headquarters.
The police didn't keep me long.
Oh.
It was obviously an accident, so...
Obviously?
Look here, Miss Lincoln. My car hit a girl and killed her. It was her own fault, but that doesn't make me feel any better about it. I could do without the cracks.
Oh. What are you doing here?
I just happened to be leaving my room as you walked into this one.
Well, that was convenient.
I thought I recognized you, and so...
You live at this hotel?
Certainly, when I'm in town.
I see.
Or did you think I just dropped by to push Kate Nordlinger out the window?
So you know about that?
The chief of police is a friend of mine, remember?
Oh, yes, that's right.
Me living on the same floor as the woman who committed suicide, he thought maybe I could help with some background information.
But you couldn't, of course.
No, I couldn't.
Uh-huh.
Believe it or not, I never once laid eyes on the woman.
Oh.
And it wasn't until I saw you walk in here that I connected her name with the name on the telegram.
Well, I'd better be going now.
You think I'm lying, don't you?
No, not necessarily. Please don't come one step closer, Mr. Benton.
Miss Lincoln.
One step closer and I start screaming.
Take it easy. I'm not coming any closer.
I won't try to kid you. I'm scared of you. Really scared. I'm going out of that door now. And don't you move.
This is absurd.
So much as lift a finger and I'll yell my head off. I'm scared, I tell you. And I kept running until I was out of sight of the hotel. At police headquarters, I suppose I looked just like any other psychopath with a persecution complex. But I was stubborn about it. Finally, I got in to see the chief of police himself. Ray Longman, his name was. Surprisingly young for his job, middle 30s, I should say, good-looking, patient, and reasonable. But when I told him of my experiences with the charming Mr. Benton, he laughed out loud. Why, Grant Benton was his best friend. The whole thing was impossible. In the first place, there was no connection between the deaths of the two women. Patricia Smythe, the girl in the automobile accident, had been a clerk at the police department. The chief had known her well. Kate Nordlinger had held a private detective's license for 5 years prior to her suicide, as he kept calling it. So far as anyone knew, the two women had never even seen each other. It wasn't until then that I mentioned the fake telegram.
Mm-hmm. Well, I tell you what I'll do, Miss Lincoln. I'll check with the telegraph company, and if anything develops, I'll get in touch with you later.
Get in touch with me later?
I know you're taking all this very seriously.
Oh, what am I supposed to do? Sit around like a duck in a shooting gallery until you decide
You tell me you're an insurance investigator.
That's
you
right.
know court procedure. Would you, under oath, swear that Grant Benton deliberately drove into Patricia Smythe and killed her?
Well,
Under oath.
Well, no, I couldn't, but... Well, I know he did it deliberately. But I couldn't swear to it, if that makes any sense.
It does. In order to swear to it, you'd have to know exactly what went on in his mind at that moment.
Well, that's all very well and good, but don't you see
I assure you
that...
there's nothing to link Grant Benton with the Nordlinger woman's suicide. And that brings us to the so-called attempts on your life. Would you care to press charges?
Well, I can't prove anything.
So where does that leave us?
It leaves you thinking that your best friend is the victim of a few embarrassing coincidences. And it leaves me thinking that...
That the chief of police is just a big, dumb flatfoot being taken in by a pal?
Which is exactly what I did think. But I felt pretty sick when I left his office. I went back to my apartment and locked the door and moved a dresser behind it, but even that didn't give me any feeling of security. I couldn't find anything else to do but pace the living room floor, so I paced and I paced and I paced, and finally, late in the afternoon... Hello?
Miss Lincoln?
Yes?
This is the chief of police, Ray Longman.
Oh, yes.
I checked with the telegraph company. Your
Yes?
story's on the level.
I already knew that.
Yes. Well, there are a couple of other developments I'd like to tell you about. Could you come out to my home tonight after dinner?
Why, yes, I guess so.
Grant Benton will be there.
Oh. Well, now look here.
Please. It's important.
I wrote down the street directions, and there were a lot of them because the chief's home was in the secluded hill section on the outskirts of town. When I arrived there, my insides were doing push-ups. But I was calm enough on the inside, I hoped.
Ah, Miss Lincoln.
Oh, good evening, Chief.
I was half expecting you to be late. Most people have trouble finding my house tonight.
Well, I started early.
Won't you sit down?
Thank you.
Well, take the easy chair.
Oh, thank you.
Grant should be arriving any moment. I want you to understand that, well, I'm not out to trick him into a confession or anything. It's, well, I'm hoping that the three of us can talk things out. The situation's become uncomfortable all around.
With Benton being your best friend, I can see where this is rather awkward for you, but...
Awkward? You know what happened this afternoon?
No, what?
Grant walked in on me just as I was testing this typewriter to see if the print checked with the print on the fake telegram.
Oh?
I felt like Benedict Arnold.
I'm sorry. Did the print check?
No. Now I know what they mean by one-track mind.
Well, there are other typewriters.
Oh, that must be Grant now. Well, you can take my word for it, Miss Lincoln. There's no need to be frightened.
All right.
Good girl. Come in, Grant.
Thank you, Ray. Well, what a handsome couple you two make. Our forthright young chief of police and the lovely lady who was only recently voted Miss Unbridled Imagination of 1950.
All right, that's enough, Grant. Sit over there and behave yourself.
Oh, now then, Miss Lincoln, to business. What can I do for you?
Chief Longland thinks you can convince me you're innocent. I have reservations.
On what plane? Where would you like me to begin?
Let's start with a fake telegram. Explain that away.
You're starting with a butte. It's the one thing I can't explain. I haven't the faintest idea why it was done or who did it.
But you didn't.
No. Won't you even try to believe me?
Yes, I'll try. I'll even concede it was an accident when your car killed Patricia Smythe.
Are you willing to believe that blonde Miss, whatever her name was, committed suicide?
Kate Nordlinger?
Mm-hmm.
How did you know she was a blonde?
I read it in the paper with my big blue eyes.
The whole thing was kept out of the newspapers, and you told me that you'd never laid eyes on her.
Well, pardon me for interrupting, Miss Lincoln, but I questioned Grant right after the suicide. At the time, I probably mentioned that the Nordlinger woman was blonde.
You did, Chief. I distinctly remember.
Don't let him talk you into it, Chief. For heaven's sake, open your eyes. He's it. The explanation fits.
What explanation?
Well, can't you see? Patricia Smythe worked as a clerk in your office and happened on some information that incriminated our friend here. There was no sense her telling you about it. You were too fond of Benton to believe it anyhow. So she went to Kate Nordlinger, a private detective, and they worked together on the case. Benton found out what was going on. When he learned that Miss Nordlinger was taking a plane to Capital City in order to talk to the state's attorney, he decided to act. He'd seen Patricia Smythe around police headquarters plenty of times. But the Nordlinger woman he only knew by name, which is how he came to give me the poison by mistake, don't you see?
I apologize, Grant. I thought Miss Lincoln understood this was to be a friendly meeting.
Girls will be girls.
But listen, Chief. That's all I ask. Just listen.
Very well. Go ahead.
Well, through the telegram, Benton learned that Kate Nordlinger was staying at the Hotel Ludwig. That night while I was at the hospital, he killed her. He pushed her out of that window. And later he recognized Patricia Smythe coming out of my apartment building. She'd come to warn me of what I was getting mixed up in. And he murdered her. He ran her down with his automobile.
Now, really, Miss Lincoln, your logic...
Never mind, Ray. She's right. I've made a couple of slips, and the entire Supreme Court couldn't shake her loose now. Very well, Miss Lincoln, if it makes you any happier, I killed both women. You have the dubious honor of having proved your point.
You'll still be trying for laughs when they strap you in, won't you?
They're not strapping me. If you care to glance at our forthright chief of police, you'll notice a rather large gun in his hand. You'll further notice that it's pointed not at me, but at you.
Sorry, Miss Lincoln. We did our best to talk you out of this. Now you've given me no choice.
Let me tell you what our forthright chief of police means. He means that he and I run the gambling activities of this town. And people who interfere are apt to get hurt. Very hurt. Dead, you might say.
I don't think the chief is going to shoot.
There are two schools of thought on that.
I think I should mention that the bushes outside are thick with men from the state's attorney's office.
What?
Easy, Chief, easy.
When you telephoned to invite me here, Chief, you told me that you had checked with the telegraph company about that fake telegram, but later I talked to them again, and it turned out that you hadn't checked, which meant that you'd known about it all along. It was then that I decided to long-distance the state's attorney.
You better leave the comedy to me, Miss Lincoln. That's not even a good stall.
The men outside are under orders to demand entry at the slightest disturbance. Fire that gun, Chief, and they'll be here like a swarm of gnats.
And if I don't fire?
You'll take your chances in court. After all, it was Benton who actually killed those two women.
If you have any qualms about this, Chief, just hand the gun over to me.
Wait a minute, Grant. Stay right where you are for the moment, both of you.
What are you going to do with that ashtray?
Heave it through the window. There's your slight disturbance, Miss Lincoln.
They'll be here.
We'll wait.
That bluff went over like a lead balloon. Now, if you let me have the gun, Chief...
Don't give it to him, Chief, please! Don't give it to him!
Why, Miss Lincoln,
Right, quiet, Grant.
Make a joke, Mr. Benton. Make a joke.
Suspense, presented by Autolite. Tonight's star, Loretta Young, and featuring Larry Dobkin.
Remingchester, I've weighed your story about the buffalo.
Thank you, Wilcox, but I could have told you his weight, nearly 2 tons, to be exact.
You can never be sure of Remingchester, but you can always be sure of any Autolite product. For Autolite makes more than 400 products for cars, trucks, planes, and boats in 28 plants coast to coast. These include complete electrical systems used as original equipment on many makes of America's finest cars. Spark plugs, batteries, generators, coils, distributors, starting motors, bullseye, sealed beam headlights. All engineered to fit together perfectly, work together perfectly because they're a perfect team. So don't accept electrical parts supposed to be as good. Ask for and insist on Autolite, original factory parts at your neighborhood service station, car dealer, garage, or repair shop. Remember, you're always right with Autolite. Next Thursday for Suspense, our star will be Mr. James Mason.
This will be a broadcast you won't want to miss, for next Thursday, Mr. Mason will appear in The Pit and the Pendulum by Edgar Allan Poe, one of the all-time masterpieces of suspense.
Tonight's suspense play was produced and edited by William Spear and directed by Norman MacDonald. Music for Suspense is composed by Lucien Moraweck and conducted by Lud Gluskin. Lady Killer is an original play for radio by William Bruckner. Congratulations to Loretta Young, who has again been nominated for an Academy Award. Miss Young may currently be seen in the Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer production Key to the City. In the coming weeks, you will hear such stars as Ronald Reagan, Alan Ladd, and Ginger Rogers. Don't forget, next Thursday, same time, Autolite will present Suspense, starring James Mason.
You can buy Autolite resistor or regular spark plugs, Autolite stay-full batteries, Autolite electrical parts at your neighborhood Autolite dealers. Switch to Autolite. Good night.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Suspense. This is the Man in Black, here again to introduce Columbia's program, Suspense. Our star tonight is Bela Lugosi, playing the part of Professor Antonio Basile, psychologist. The story is by J. Donald Wilson, who calls it The Doctor Prescribed Death. If you have been with us on these Tuesday nights, you will know that suspense is compounded of mystery and suspicion and dangerous adventure. This series of tales is calculated to intrigue you, stir your nerves, to offer you a precarious situation, and then withhold the solution until the last possible moment. And so it is with the Doctor Prescribed Death and Bela Lugosi's performance. We again hope to keep you in suspense. Professor Antonio Basile has a theory, but let him tell you about it.
As a psychologist, I have worked out a theory I know to be sound. I contend that a person who has decided to kill himself can very easily be turned from this desire to the desire of taking the life of another. I can prove my theory, and if necessary, that is exactly what I will do.
Yes, Professor Antonio Basile has a theory, but only a theory. And he's worried about what his publisher will say, so he visits the editor, whose name is Hellman. Hellman finishes the manuscript and tosses it on the desk. Professor Basile leans forward eagerly and...
Well, Hellman, what do you think?
Professor Basile, it's purely conjecture, simply a theory, and I wouldn't advise publishing it.
I worked on that theory for a long time. I'm positive of it. I know it'll work.
Suppose it will. What good is it? What good have you accomplished if you can prove it'll work?
Are you laughing at me, Hellman?
It's so silly. An ordinary human being has suffered reverses, is sick of it all. He wants to leave it all behind. And you say he can be changed to want to kill someone else.
I do. Self-destruction and the destruction of other life are closely related in the mind. The dividing line is very thin.
It's ridiculous.
And you won't publish it?
Granger would fire me.
Why?
He told me that, in his opinion, you should be in the asylum.
Mr. Granger said that. Does he think I'm insane?
How do I know?
Hellman, Mr. Granger didn't say that. It's you who thinks I'm crazy. You've never liked me. For some reason, you are trying to tear me down. Well, we'll see, Mr. Hellman. We'll see.
Now, wait a minute.
I'll show you whether my works are illogical. I'll show you whether I'm insane.
Oh, calm down.
I'm going to make you eat those words. I know you don't like me, but I'm going to prove that my theory is sound. Good night.
Wait a minute. Basile, wait.
You wait, Hellman. You wait.
Yes, wait, Hellman. Wait. Professor Basile, seething with resentment, rushes from the office and strides angrily down the street.
Insane, huh? I'll prove my theory. I'll find a subject. I'll find someone who wants to take his own life.
And so Basile goes home, late for dinner. He finds a note from his wife, Myra, saying she's decided to attend the opera and will be home around 11:30. Then Professor Basile gets an inspiration. He goes to the bridge over the deep canyon, the bridge called Suicide. And strangely enough, he hasn't long to wait. As he stands against the railing in the fog, a figure appears a few feet beyond, stops, prepares to leap.
Don't do it. Wait a minute. Listen.
Huh?
That's very silly.
Let go of me.
Oh, no. I couldn't do that. I need you.
I don't need you.
Don't you know this is against the law?
You're not an officer. You can't stop me.
It's 500 feet to those tracks below. Hard steel rails. And don't believe what they all tell you about not being conscious of what happened. You'd know. People don't die instantly.
Let loose.
They lie in agony for minutes and sometimes for an hour. It's a horrible death, I know.
How do you know?
I'm a doctor.
Doctor?
Yes. I can tell you much simpler ways, much less painful ways, and quicker. You're a nice young girl, an intelligent girl. You wouldn't want it to happen this way. Maybe after I talk to you a while, you wouldn't want to do this at all.
No?
No. But come on. Let's talk it over. Maybe a few minutes' talk will change the entire picture for you.
What could you do to help me?
If you'll come, I'll tell you. There's a motive back of your wanting to do this, and I'd like to know what it is.
Nothing doing.
Haven't you any relatives? Any loved ones you'd like to do something for?
Yes?
Then if you'll talk with me for a while, maybe I can find my way clear to help those people.
You sound crazy to me.
Oh, no.
All right, I'll... Where?
My apartment.
Let's go.
Well, here we are. Come in, please.
Well, what do you want to know?
Sit down first. Are you hungry?
No, I'm not that broke. It isn't poverty.
I knew that. I could tell by your clothes. Now, first, why did you come here?
Why? Why, because you talked me into it.
I see. You're not afraid of me?
Afraid? In my frame of mind. What can I lose?
Suppose I told you that I really brought you here to kill you.
Kill me?
You know, you're a very pretty girl, don't you?
Yeah. That doesn't always mean so much.
The right man, it might.
That's what I thought. But I found out it didn't mean a thing.
Ah. Then it was because of a man. I knew it.
Really? How did you guess?
I'm a student of psychology. I'm Professor Antonio Basile.
I see. And you want to know what makes me tick. You want to know the reason behind my action tonight.
That's right. I would like to know what happened to make you want to kill yourself. Suicide is a mental aberration.
Yeah?
I'd like to know what preceded the decision to destroy yourself. And what you thought about until the moment I stopped you on the bridge.
What good will that do me?
You said you weren't broke, but you also said you had some loved ones you'd like to do something for.
I meant I wasn't broke to the point of being hungry. I have a few dollars. But you suggested help for someone in larger terms.
Yes, I did. Who is the loved one?
My mother?
You are her only means of support?
Yes.
And you intend to kill yourself?
Yes.
That's being selfish, isn't it?
Selfish?
Yes. You are concentrating solely on self.
You think so?
What else? The first law of human nature is self-preservation, right?
I suppose so.
The second law is the preservation of family.
Yeah?
So you decide to deny the first law and destroy yourself. And as a consequence, deny the second and leave your mother alone and in need. You indicate a form of insanity.
What would be normal?
To destroy the other person. The one who has done you wrong. Have you hurt him?
No.
Then the one who has done wrong should be the one to suffer. You have no legal recourse?
Legal recourse? No, I haven't, I'm sorry to say.
And you would kill yourself to let your poor mother suffer because of the wrong of another. Why shouldn't he be the one to suffer?
I suppose you're right. Why shouldn't he?
What happened after all? Why not tell me about it? Were you married?
No. He never seemed to find time to get around to marriage.
What's your name?
Gladys Tanner.
How long had you known him?
Almost 4 years.
And you always thought he meant to marry you?
Yes, until 3 weeks ago.
Yes?
On July 1st, he had to leave town for a week on business. Said he was going to Kansas City. When he came back, he seemed to be too busy to see me. Then a week ago, I found a snapshot along with several others in his desk in his home.
May I see it?
Certainly. It's a picture of him and another woman. But the picture was not taken in Kansas City.
It wasn't?
No, it was taken on the beach at Atlantic City. And it's dated by the finisher, July 3rd. Since he returned, he's refused to see me. Yesterday, he finally said he didn't care to see me anymore. That I'd better forget him.
But it isn't so easy as that, is it?
No. I figured I'd done something. And blame myself.
Do you know this blonde woman in this snapshot?
No.
Then it must be a woman he has met recently. You've known him for 4 years. I don't think you are to blame. He's the one in the wrong. And he should be made to suffer.
How?
You were going to kill yourself. Why should you? Kill him instead. He double-crossed you. He deserves it. Now, let me go a little deeper into the situation. Whenever a person has reached the conclusion to take his life... Sure you have made up your mind, Miss Tanner?
Positive.
Now, if you're careful, you won't be caught.
No.
But whether you are or not, I'm giving you this check for $1,000 made out to cash to be sent to your mother only after the man is dead. Write his name on this pad.
There you are.
I will know what has happened by the newspapers. And I will withhold payment until I learn that you have gone through with it.
It'll happen tonight.
Very well. You are sure? You are determined?
Absolutely. Nothing could stop me.
Very good.
But just what would happen if I did get caught?
You won't get caught if you follow my instructions. I know. Now, here is a small revolver. It'll fit easily in your purse. That's all you need. Be sure to wipe your fingerprints off and leave the gun near the body.
Yeah. Well, goodbye, Dr. Basile.
Goodbye, Gladys, and good luck.
Professor Basile watches Gladys as she crosses the street to the dimly lighted bus stop. Then he rushes to his car and drives away. A few minutes later, he comes to a stop at Hellman's house. Hellman, the editor who ridiculed his theory.
Just a minute. Oh. Hello, Basile.
Good evening, Hellman. Thought I'd drop out to have a little chat with you.
Well, why this time of night? It's kind of late, isn't it?
11. Didn't think that was late for you.
No? Come in.
Thanks.
Sit down. What's on your mind?
I want to talk to you about my theory you ridicule so definitely. My theory about suicide.
Oh. Well, I just don't believe it, that's all.
And I said I'd prove it, didn't I?
Yes, but what are you getting at?
It's going to be proved. My theory is going to be proved tonight.
Well, that's fine. Go right ahead and prove it.
I don't like you, Hellman. I never liked you. And I know you don't like me.
I can't help that, Basile. What are you staring at?
Is there someone here with you?
Certainly not. Why?
That's a woman's purse on the Davenport.
Oh, my secretary dropped by earlier this evening with the manuscript. She must have forgotten it.
She's not here now?
Of course not.
Then I'll continue. I found a subject. A girl who was ready to commit suicide because a man jilted her. In a few hours, I was successful in changing her thoughts from suicide to homicide, and she is going to kill the man tonight. What do you think of that?
There may be a dozen murders tonight.
But you'll know which one I mean. You'll know about this murder.
What do you mean?
Because I'm going to tell you who the victim is going to be.
You know who the intended victim is? Why don't you stop it?
But then I wouldn't have proved my theory.
If you put this girl up to it, you're as guilty as she is. You're insane, Basile. Hopelessly insane.
You think so, Herman?
The whole idea is mad. Too utterly ridiculous for words. No sane man would ever think of such a useless, senseless idea. And for heaven's sake, stop laughing.
I'm thinking about the victim when he learned.
Who is the victim?
Martin Hellman.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't believe you.
You will this time.
Who is this girl? I know no girl who'd want to kill me.
This one does. Now.
Oh, nonsense. However, I wouldn't put it past you to hire someone to do something like this.
No, this girl is no fake. This girl is serious. Deadly serious.
You probably hypnotized some poor woman, figuring she'd never remember what happened.
Oh, Hellman, you underestimate me.
Maybe I do underestimate your evil mind. But believe
Put
me...
up your hands, Hellman. Get away from that desk. I'll just take care of that gun, Hellman. That's better.
Well, since when did you start carrying a gun, Basile?
A gun? Don't be silly. This isn't a gun in my pocket. It's just my pipe. See? Well, what do you hear, Hellman?
Nothing.
Oh, yes, you do. I heard it, too. The sound on the porch. I leave now. The back way. I put your gun in the kitchen. And I'll be very careful to remove all my fingerprints.
You insane fool.
Oh, fancy you. You, Hellman, you are going to help prove my theory. Good night, Hellman.
Crazy devil. I'll have him locked up before he gets across town.
Good evening, Mr. Hellman.
Huh? How did you get in here?
Through the patio door.
What do you want?
I wanted to talk to you.
Very strangely.
You're just imagining things.
And what are you doing here?
I wanted to tell you something.
Yeah? What?
When you first indicated to me that you were through with me, I was terribly hurt. I thought all along that we were to be married. I couldn't understand. I tried and tried to think of something I'd done to cause our breakup. Then I happened to find this snapshot in your desk.
Snapshot?
Take a look at it. Kansas City. No, Atlantic City, New Jersey. You and a blonde. And the date is stamped on the back. A business trip. Ha!
Well, what about it?
I just wanted you to know that you weren't so slick. I wanted you to know that I knew about the blonde. But I knew you'd lied.
Now that you've told me, what good does it do you?
A lot of good.
First, I thought you came here for money.
How could you think such a thing?
Well, I think you'd better go now.
I'm going. Goodbye, Morton. And good luck in your new venture.
What venture?
This one.
Gladys! Gladys!
And wish me luck in mine.
Gladys stands staring a moment at the body of Hellman, then wipes off the gun, drops it to the floor, takes the professor's check from her purse, steps to Hellman's desk and writes a note. Then she puts the note in an envelope with the check, addresses it, stamps it, turns out the lights, and steps out into the dark street. At the corner, she drops the envelope in the mailbox and disappears. Professor Basile heard the shots. His theory worked. Hellman will torment him no more. The perfect crime. So he can go home to his wife now and go to sleep.
Myra. Myra.
Huh? What? Oh, Antonio.
What are you doing asleep on the Davenport? Do you know what time it is?
It must be after midnight. I've been waiting for you.
How was opera?
Oh, fair. Nothing to brag about.
Who sang the lead?
Belchiati. He wasn't very good.
Belchiati?
Mm-hmm. He's a poor Othello.
Othello? I thought they were doing Ida tonight.
No, they switched because someone was ill. Oh, I just as soon have stayed home.
Have a nightcap, Myra?
No, thanks. I'm tired. I think I'll go to bed.
I'll be along presently. Good night.
Then the night passes and the morning comes. The professor rises cheerfully and prepares for breakfast. Then...
I get it, Myra. Yes?
Are you Professor Basile?
Yes.
May we come in? We'd like to talk with you.
Of course. What is it you want?
Is your wife in?
Yes.
We'd like to see her, too.
What?
Oh, I'm Lieutenant Davis. Right. Detective headquarters.
Well, what do you want?
Will you call your wife?
Why, certainly. Myra! But what's this all about?
What is it, Antonio?
These men are from detective headquarters. They want to talk to us.
Really? What about?
May I ask where you were last night, Mrs. Basile?
Certainly. I went to the opera.
What time did you get home?
Oh, I imagine it was around 11 or shortly after.
Mm-hmm. Were you at home last evening, Professor?
Well, I was at the club and got home about 12:30.
By the way, do you know a Morton Hellman?
Certainly.
What about him?
He's been murdered.
Murdered?
Good Lord. When?
Around midnight last night. I found him this morning.
How terrible. Why, I've known him for years. He was editor-in-chief of the company publishing my writings. I'm a psychologist, you know.
Yes, we know.
But what do you want to know from us? We weren't connected socially with Hellman, just in business.
Did you know him, Mrs. Basile?
Yes, I knew him very slightly.
Do either of you know of anyone who'd have reason to kill him?
Certainly not. Everyone thought highly of him.
Did you ever hear of a girl named Gladys Tanner?
Gladys Tanner? No.
Did you know of a Gladys Tanner, Mrs. Basile?
No.
Is this your purse, Mrs. Basile?
Why, of course it is. That's the one I gave you last Christmas, Myra.
Well, yes. I must have lost it downtown.
Where did you find it, Lieutenant?
At Hellman's home.
Hellman's home? Well, how in the world?
Good heavens, but
we
how...
found it on the sofa.
Well, I can't imagine how it could get there.
And this is the revolver that killed Hellman, found on the floor beside him.
What?
No fingerprints on it, however.
What?
May I see it? Why, Myra, this is your gun. I bought this for you 2 years ago when I went on the lecture tour.
Yes, I think it's mine, but it just doesn't make sense.
Did you have the gun in your purse when you lost it last night?
Well, perhaps I did. I'm so confused now I can't remember.
That thing, Myra. The thing, it is terrible.
Oh, I know. Oh, dear, I feel ill.
Did you ever fire this gun?
Yes, once last year up in the mountains. I wanted to see how it worked.
Ever reload it?
No, I've never reloaded it. I just didn't think about it. Maybe I did put it in my purse. Why, I don't know. And whoever found the purse may have used the gun to... Oh, I just can't seem to think.
This gun misfired on the first 2 shots. The other 3 killed Hellman.
This is the most amazing piece of coincidence I ever heard of. Why would my wife want to do such a thing? Why should she get to Hellman? She hardly knew him.
Are you sure about that, Professor?
Of course.
Well, sorry to say that I don't believe her.
What? This is ridiculous.
This is going to be a shock to you, Professor, but here's a snapshot we found on Hellman's desk. Taken in Atlantic City last July.
Good heavens. Why? This is you, Myra. You and Hellman. You were at your mother's in Florida in July. Myra, look at me. What does this mean?
I can't.
And I can't believe such a thing.
May I have the purse, the gun, and the photo? Thank you. I'm sorry, but I'll have to take her down to headquarters.
But I didn't kill him. I didn't. I wouldn't. I loved him.
Myra. You better pull yourself together. You'll have to go back.
You'll want photos and fingerprints.
Yes. Better get it ready, Myra. Certainly looks bad for her.
Afraid it does. Looks like an open and shut case. Oh, will you come along too, Professor?
Certainly.
And so it all worked out beautifully. Not quite as the professor had planned. But then he changed his plan from the moment when Gladys Tanner showed him the snapshot taken in Atlantic City. And he realized that the girl's fiancé was Hellman, and the blonde was Myra, his wife. He had no intention of allowing Gladys Tanner to kill Hellman until he saw that snapshot. And when he recognized Myra's purse in Hellman's home, he decided to let Gladys kill him and the blame be placed on Myra. The perfect crime. But several hours later, after fingerprints and many questions, the professor is just about to be dismissed when Sergeant Rankin steps into the room and speaks quietly to Lieutenant Davis.
What is it, Rankin?
I stayed at Basile's place, as you said.
Well?
A few minutes ago, a special delivery letter came for the professor. This'll knock your eye out. Read it.
Mm-hmm. Wow. This fits perfectly with the writing we were trying to make out on Helm's desk blotter. Professor, here's a letter sent special delivery to you a few minutes ago, postmarked last night. Read it.
Dear Professor Basile, your theory worked a certain degree. You convinced me I should kill him. But when that gun you gave me misfired twice, I almost quit.
Go ahead, Professor. Read on.
Then as I looked at him on the floor, the feeling of self-destruction came back. I'm going ahead with my plan. Here's your check. I won't need it. Besides, I lied to you. I lost my mother long ago. Better luck next time. Gladys Tanner.
And a half hour ago, they found her body beneath Suicide Bridge.
Well, Professor, your perfect crime has failed.
Failed? Yes, failed.
Wonderful setup on paper, but your theory backfired and you're up for murder.
But I didn't kill him.
But you planned it, and you're as guilty as Gladys. She's paid her penalty. Now it's your turn.
No. I won't be hanged. Never!
Rankin, grab him!
And now the doctor lies on the sidewalk 17 stories below. His entire theory worked in reverse. And so closes the doctor-prescribed death, starring Bela Lugosi. Tonight's story of Suspense. It came to you from Columbia Square in Hollywood. This is the man in black who conveys to you Columbia's invitation to spend this half hour in suspense with us again next Tuesday when we present the noted actor, Mr. Sidney Greenstreet, in The Hangman Won't Wait. William Spear, the producer, Ted Bliss, the director, Lud Gluskin, the musical director, Lucian Mahowick, the composer, and J. Donald Wilson, the author, collaborated on tonight's Suspense.
This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
In just a moment, Suspense with Madeline Carroll.
Hello. Oh, hello, Tom. Where are you? Thought you were driving over tonight. Couldn't get your car started. Well, what's wrong with it? Uh-huh. Well, sounds like ignition trouble to me, Tom. Why don't you call Ed's Auto Electric, best service station in town? He's an Autolite man. Really knows his stuff and believes in preventive service. You know, fixes things before they happen. Carries Autolite parts. You know, Autolite. Spark plugs, batteries, complete ignition systems. Yeah, that's right, the works. Oh, by the way, Tom, Autolite has that swell high-tension show on the air, Suspense. Ever hear of it? Well, why don't you tune in? It's coming on right now.
Suspense. Autolite and its 60,000 dealers and service stations bring you radio's outstanding theater of thrills. Starring tonight, Miss Madeline Carroll in Anton Leader's production of The Morrison Affair, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Oh, Mr. Ballou, there's a woman outside. She doesn't have an appointment, but she must speak to Mr. Ballou privately.
All right, I'll see her.
I'll lay you 6 to 5 it's a divorce. She's got that nothing must get in the paper look. Will you come in, please? Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Ballou.
Please sit down. Dottie, buzz me when it's past.
Okay, Mr. Ballou.
We can't be overheard here, can we?
No. Now then, Mrs.
I'd rather you didn't take notes.
Oh, well, all right. But I do need your name.
I'll tell you later. Do lawyers have any kind of code or rule against revealing confidential information?
Like priests? Yes. However, you want me to promise before I hear your case?
Yes.
All right, if it makes you feel better. I've handled hundreds of divorces.
Oh.
And never lost a patient. It is a divorce.
Yes, in a way. But he's dangerous, and there's a child.
The courts usually lean toward giving the mother custody.
I know, but Mr. Ballou, I'm in desperate trouble. I'm afraid. You can't understand till I tell you.
Well, then?
You see, I'm English. My husband is American. He grew up here in Boston, a very prominent family. The Morrisons. He's Dr. Paul Morrison.
Yes, I know Dr. Morrison.
Oh?
That is, I've heard of him.
Then you know he's a surgeon. I met Paul in London in 1939. We were married very soon after we met. And then England went to war, and Paul decided to stay in England to help out. He was different then. So deeply concerned over human suffering. The war changed him hideously. For those first 2 years in London, we were happy. Almost completely happy. Quite suddenly, America was in the war, and Paul had his orders to return to the American Army Medical Corps. We spent the little time we had left at a cottage in the country. And all the time I was trying to forget the one thing that had been preying on my mind ever since they told me at the hospital that... But I couldn't. And so finally, even though it was our last day together. I went up to London to do what I had always known someday I would have to do. It was late afternoon when I returned.
Who is it? Oh, darling, where on earth have you been?
I'm sorry I'm so late, Paul.
Never mind about being sorry. Come over here this instant. Give me a kiss. Want to know something?
What?
You're a heartless hussy going off and leaving me alone all day. Our last day.
Do you think I'd have gone if it hadn't been important?
Now, look, darling, I'm a doctor, too. I don't know what doctor you went to see this time, but none of us can perform miracles.
I don't believe in miracles, Paul, and I didn't go to London to see a doctor. I went to find out if we could adopt a child.
Adopt a child?
I know you've always been against the idea, Paul.
Darling, this is no time to go into a big, complicated thing like that. I've got to be on my way home by this time tomorrow.
It's not this time tomorrow I'm thinking about, Paul. It's all my life. If I can't have a child of my own, then I want to adopt one.
But, Sheila,
I sort of halfway picked out one at the orphanage today.
What?
His parents were killed in an air raid, and oh, Paul, you've always wanted a boy.
I've wanted a son, yes. But adopting a child involves certain risks. There are fundamental laws of heredity.
Now you're being plain old-fashioned.
You can call it anything you like. It's out of the question.
Why? Give me one reason why.
You know the reasons as well as I do.
All I know is I'm a woman and I want a child.
Sheila, come here. Look at me. Maybe I'm old-fashioned or overcautious, but if we got a child that way, picked him out like something on a grocery shelf, you might feel he was your son, but he wouldn't be mine. And the son has to be for both of us, or not at all.
I stayed on in London for more than 6 months after Paul left. It was ghastly there for everyone. As for me, I lived in a fever of loneliness, worse than loneliness. Then my mother asked me down to the country to wait out the war with her. It was a summer evening when I took a crowded train from Paddington, and I sat alone in the compartment, numb with my hunger for Paul. You must understand, that day I wasn't myself. I wasn't accountable. You see, I had a double kind of loneliness. When the conductor opened my compartment door for other passengers, I didn't even look up at first.
Here we are, missus. I'll let shoot you.
Oh, thank you ever so much.
It's the window seat. No, I want the window seat.
Now then, you two. I reckon the missus is going to want some of that fresh air for the little nipper.
Here, you can have my seat if you like. It doesn't make any difference to me.
Oh, it's very kind of you, miss, I'm sure.
Mum, I want to see the guards van.
Not now, Johnny.
But, Mum, you promised.
Missus, I'll let you know when we're near Reading Junction.
Oh, thank you.
No trouble at all, missus.
I hope Mary's not taking up too much room on the seat, miss.
No, not at all.
Well, she's shoving and pushing me, Mum.
Now, Mary.
I'm not either. I just need more room than
I'll
him.
not
I'm
stop you,
holding
just
bigger.
stop it. Mary, stop rummaging in my carry-all. There's nothing in it to eat. Oh, dear. Children can be such a trial. Oh, hush now, hush. Yes, I know you're hungry.
Can I hold him for a minute?
What, miss?
Mary is a pig. Mary is a pig. Pig yourself.
Do you two like to look at pictures? Here's a magazine with all sorts of pictures about America. My husband sent it to me.
Oh, that's kind of you, miss, I'm sure. Now, thank the lady, thank her.
Thank you, Mum.
Yeah, that'll keep them quiet. A mother ought to be two people, that she ought.
I'll hold the baby while you fill his bottle.
Well, if it won't trouble you.
Oh, no. I don't mind. I sat there, scarcely breathing, looking down at the baby in my lap. It was as though I'd never felt warmth before. He stopped whimpering and looked up at me with very big brown eyes that seemed to hold recognition.
He's taken a real fancy to you, miss, and no mistake.
What's his name?
Jamie. It was his father's name. He was killed last week in a bomber over Germany.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. But at least you have the children.
Oh, yes, miss. But sometimes, I don't know. Sometimes I think it would be better if I didn't have this last one.
Oh, no, you can't mean that.
It's not easy, miss, with no man to provide. You said you're married, miss. Do you have any children?
No, I have no children.
Yeah, baby. You'd know if you had one. Knowing all the things I won't be able to give him. I can't help thinking he'd be better off if I left him on someone's doorstep, so to speak. Someone well-fixed, like you.
You'd regret it all your life.
But it's his life I'm thinking about when I say it. Of course, I'm not brave enough to do it. But I wish I was. Oh, well. If wishes was horses, as they say.
We're just pulling into Reading Junction, missus, if you still want to get that cup of tea.
Oh, thank you, John and Mary.
Come on, Mary. Mum's going to get us something to eat.
I want to see this page first. Well, you can look at the magazine when you come back.
No, run along, Buff. Wait for me outside.
All right, Mum. Come on, lazy. Well, wait till I get my coat.
I'll take Jamie now, miss.
I'm going to sit right here. Why don't I hold him till you come back?
Oh, I wouldn't want to bother you.
Oh, it's no bother at all.
Well, you won't have any trouble with him. He's always been a good baby. Come in, I'll wait. If you're sure, miss. Quite sure?
Oh, yes, I'm quite sure. Maybe you'll say what I did was wicked, that she didn't tell me to take her child. But I know she did. She made her decision and I made mine. After a few minutes, I got up and carried the baby down the corridor. I was trembling so I was afraid I'd drop him. I managed to get off the train and made my way across the crowded platform. It was nearly time for the train to pull out.
Hurry up now, train's leaving.
Then I saw the woman, her two older children coming toward me. I stepped behind a post.
Oh, she's a pig. Mary's a wicked pig. Too bad.
Oh, come on now, we've got to hurry. Don't stop worrying now. We have to hurry.
I stood there and watched the three climb onto the train. Then it began to move. And it was the brakes or a train whistle. If only I hadn't imagined it was something else. Above the racket of the train, it sounded like a woman screaming.
For Suspense, Autolite is bringing you Miss Madeline Carroll in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Hello. Oh, it's you again, Tom. Swell program, eh? What? The name of that Autolite service station? Well, it's Ed's Auto Electric. Just look for the big Autolite sign down on Main Street. But wait, here's more dope on Autolite service. Listen to Frank Martin.
For expert ignition checkup and repair, stop at your nearest Autolite service station. Highly trained mechanics working with specialized machines are ready to give your car the best, most complete, most reliable ignition service possible. And when it comes to replacement parts, why, money can't buy finer ignition equipment than Autolite. Autolite is the world's largest independent manufacturer of electrical equipment for automobiles. And many of America's finest cars and trucks are equipped with Autolite distributors, coils, generators, starting motors, batteries, and spark plugs right on the assembly line. So, friends, if you want truly reliable ignition, parts, and service, call on your nearest Autolite service station or the car dealer who sells your make of car.
Autolite? Autolite service stations are listed in your classified telephone directory under Automotive Electrical Service.
And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Miss Madeline Carroll as Sheila in The Morrison Affair, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
I can't file for your divorce, Mrs. Morrison, until you and your husband turn the child over to the British consul.
My husband doesn't know.
He thinks it's his child.
He suspects something's wrong, but...
Well, then make a clean breast of it. Tell him.
Oh, no, he mustn't ever know. He'll kill me or Jamie or both of us.
How on earth did you make your husband believe?
That was easy. I figured it all out on the way to Mother's. I took a bus at Reading Junction, then another train. It was almost midnight when I got home and let myself in the front door. Mother was waiting up.
Is that you, Sheila?
Yes, Mother.
Oh, you've had me well at all. Sheila.
Is the fire still lit in the kitchen, Mum?
Oh, yes.
But don't ask questions now, please. He's hungry. I'm going to heat him up some milk.
Whose baby is it?
He's mine now.
What do you mean, Sheila? Whose was he?
I don't know. Here, hold him while I get the milk.
Oh, shh, baby, shh. You mean you've adopted him?
I stole him.
Sheila.
I don't ask you to understand, Mother. I only ask you to help me. Because I'm your child and because I can't ever have a child of my own.
But Paul won't let you keep this child.
If he thinks it's his own, he will.
Oh, look, the poor little mite's starving.
Yes. It may be years before the war's over and I see Paul again. He'll look forward to seeing his son.
But he's bound to ask where his son was born.
He was born here.
But there are records of such things, Sheila. The date, the place, the parents, the doctor.
I know. Mother, telephone Dr. Lucas.
Dr. Lucas? Why, he's a charlatan. He's not even a real doctor.
Oh, does that matter? He's greedy, and that's the kind of man I need. Tell him I want to see him tomorrow. Because tomorrow, my son Jamie will be born. That night, before I went to bed, I cabled Paul at his last APO address. Why haven't you answered my letters? Or don't you like my news? His answering cable came in the morning. What letters? What news? We'll phone. It was going to be easy. Paul had traveled so much. New York, Baltimore, 3 months in the Pacific. It would be easy to make him believe that some of his mail had gone astray. I waited all day for Paul's call and for Dr. Lucas. That miserable little man took his time about it.
Mrs. Morrison, I'm late, but your mother assured me no one was ill.
No, it's about my son.
Why, I didn't hear that
I'm
you had
having difficulties about his birth record. I've lost the certificate and I need a duplicate.
Why, Mrs. Morrison, I'm sure if you write
As a
to...
matter of fact, I want the record changed.
Change?
I want the certificate to say that he was born here today.
Mrs. Morrison.
It can be done, can't it?
It's rather difficult.
You mean it's expensive?
Yes, very expensive. There's the risk to a doctor's reputation.
How much?
£1,000.
All right.
No, I'm afraid it will have to be £1,200.
All right, but that's all I can pay. Here, you can write it out under this lamp.
One moment, I'll find the form. Yes, here it is.
He's the son of Mr. and Mrs. Paul Morrison. Excuse me, please. Yes?
Go ahead, Major Morrison.
Hello? Hello, Sheila.
Paul! Paul, darling! Where are you?
India. I turned the whole army inside out to get a priority. Can you hear me all right?
Fine. But, darling, why didn't you answer my letters?
Well, I answered every one I got.
Then the important ones got lost or something. You haven't heard the news?
What news?
You're going to be a father, Paul. Did you hear me, Paul?
Yes. But, Sheila, that seems impossible.
But it's happened all the same. Any day now, you'll have a son and heir.
Oh, you've made up your mind. It's going to be a boy, eh?
That's what you want, isn't it?
Yes, it's what I want. But it seems like a miracle. I was dead certain that I...
Something wrong, Mrs. Morrison?
I was cut off. Operator! Operator!
Yes?
Operator, I was cut off. It was a call from India.
Didn't you hang up?
Certainly not. I was cut off.
Well, I'll try to get your party back.
Yes, try. But it's all right if you don't.
What is the name of your son, Mrs. Morrison?
Jamie. Jamie Morrison.
Jamie Morrison, born July 3rd, 1942. You know, Mrs. Morrison, heredity is tricky.
There's nothing wrong with my son's heredity.
And then there's always the danger of being found out, as long as anyone knows beside yourself.
At first, some nights I'd dreamed that Jamie's mother had come to fetch Jamie, but that was only at first. I buried my guilt, buried it deep. 4 years went by. Then the war was over, and Jamie and I sailed to join Paul in America. The day I arrived in New York, I may have been nervous, but I was sure at last of happiness, as sure as I'd ever been in my life. Oh, Paul! Paul, darling.
My dear. Oh, I've never seen you look better, darling. Motherhood suits you.
Is that my daddy?
Yes, Jamie.
Well, how do you do, James?
My name isn't James. It's Jamie.
Jamie?
Yes, I've always called him that. I don't know why. It's a kind of nickname, I suppose.
Well, from now on, we'd better settle for James. We Morrisons never appreciated nicknames. Funny about his eyes.
His eyes?
I've got to look up my Mendel. Can two blue-eyed people have a brown-eyed child?
They must. We did, no matter what Mendel says.
Well, he's positively the first Morrison with brown eyes. But why not? He's the miracle kid.
kid. Blue eyes, brown eyes. I rolled the phrases around my mind, hunting their real meaning. I was oversensitive, of course, but from the first day I felt that Paul was hostile to Jamie.
Where's my miracle kid?
He's taking his nap. What do you want with him?
I'm driving down to the rifle range with a friend. I thought I'd take James along.
Oh, but he's too young, Paul.
Too young for what?
To play with guns.
Oh, that's just why I want to take him along. The sooner he knows how to handle guns, the better off he'll be.
Mommy, where are you, Mommy?
Here I am, Jamie.
Mommy, I fell off.
Oh, darling, what's happened?
I fell off the horse. He went too fast and jumped around, and I fell off and hurt my knee.
Yeah, I brought the iodine. He's more scared than hurt.
Oh, not iodine. Use peroxide. It won't sting. I told you he was too young to ride.
Oh, it was a gentle horse. Jamie lost the seat when it started to trot, that's all. We'll do better next time, won't we, kid?
I guess so, Daddy.
There won't be a next time.
Yes, there will be, Sheila.
Jamie, go up to Mother's room. I'll be along in a minute to fix your knee.
All right, Mommy.
There's candy in my bureau. You know where.
Yes, Mommy, I know.
Paul, what are you trying to do?
I'm trying to make my son like my son.
He's my son, too, you know.
What you're doing to him, Sheila, he's not anybody's son. He's a zombie. I swear I'd rather see him dead than what you want him to be.
I suppose it was then that I first realized what I would have to do. That someday soon, I'd have to get Jamie away from Paul. I was frightened. I even began to carry a gun in my bag, and I began to make plans. I'd start again, build a new life for myself and my son. Then yesterday, I knew that I'd have to hurry, that I couldn't postpone my decision any longer. I found out when Paul came home from the hospital. He came directly to my room.
Ah, there you are. I want to tell you something, Sheila.
What is it? What's happened?
A big day at the conference.
Oh, you mean the medical conference?
Yeah, a psychiatrist from Chicago named Drake read a paper on psychosomatic medicine. Terrific. And then there was a curious report on euthanasia. You know, mercy killing. Interesting but extreme.
In what way?
Well, the doctor delivering the report favors not only the mercy killing of incurables, he advocates weeding out and purifying the race by studying heredity and eliminating those whose heredity is questionable. Real crackpot.
Horrible.
Sheila, while his report was going on, though, I began to wonder about you and Jamie.
About me and Jamie?
Yes. I wanted to ask you, is there something about Jamie's heredity that you don't want me to know?
Then I understood. The danger was real and now. For myself, but mostly for Jamie. Paul was playing with me like a cat plays with a mouse. This talk about mercy killing, heredity, this subtle, cruel talk, threatening me with Jamie's death, announcing in advance the mercy killing of a child who is inferior because he isn't a Morrison. That's why I've come to you, Mr. Ballou. I can't risk Paul's getting custody. I have to take Jamie away first, far away where Paul can't reach him, and then get a divorce.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to tell me where it's safest for us to go and get the papers I need.
Mrs. Morrison, I promised that whatever you told me would be confidential. I'm sorry I made that promise. If I hadn't, I'd go to Dr. Morrison and tell him that his wife carries a heavy load of guilt. A very heavy load. And it's coloring everything she does.
You think I'm insane?
I think you have dangerous delusions.
And you won't help me?
I can't, Mrs. Morrison. A psychiatrist might help you, but only if you go to him now before it's too late.
Mrs. Morrison! Mrs. Morrison!
Yes?
You're to go to the hospital. Dr. Morrison said for you to come right away.
What is it, Elsa? What's happened?
It's the little boy.
Jamie!
He got hold of one of his daddy's guns.
He's done it. He's killed Jamie.
Jamie was playing with it, and it went off when it was pointed right at himself. He's hurt bad.
Take my blood, Paul. Take it. I'll do anything.
Sheila, get hold of yourself. You're hysterical. We have to know his blood type first. The lab should be calling back any minute.
Paul, I'd rather you didn't operate. Ask Dr. McDonald.
This isn't McDonald's kind of a case. Don't you trust me, Sheila?
I thought you might be too nervous being his father.
Am I, Sheila?
What?
Am I his father, Sheila? Dr. Morrison speaking. All right. It's the lab. Hello? Yes, Brooks. It's what? You're absolutely sure? You checked twice? I see. Yes, thank you. You gave the results of the blood test. We can't use your blood, Sheila.
You know from the blood test?
Yes, Dr. Morrison?
Get the boy ready for operation. I'll start immediately.
Yes, Doctor.
No, what, Sheila? No, don't tell me. All I know is that your blood is type A and mine is type A and James is type B. Wait here, Sheila.
Don't do it, Paul.
Do what?
I won't let you operate. I won't. I won't. Get Dr. McDonald. Or I'll kill you.
You're out of your mind. You can't shoot that gun.
I can and I will before I let you touch Jamie. Now that you know he's not your son.
I've always known it.
You're lying.
From the first moment I saw him. It's a proven medical fact. Two blue-eyed people cannot have a brown-eyed child.
And all your cruelty was deliberate.
At first I thought you'd been unfaithful. That Jamie was your son and another man was his father. But the blood proves he's not yours either. You adopted him.
I stole him, and I'm not going to lose him now.
We're all ready, Dr. Morrison.
Thank you. Wait here, Sheila.
Paul, I warned you.
Mrs. Morrison, don't!
He fell like a sack of dry leaves, and liquid the color of dark grapes seeped through and spread slowly across the front of his surgeon's jacket. Then people came and dragged me away. I've seen no one since except those who guard me, and my lawyer, Mr. Ballou, who came to tell me that Paul was dead and that Jamie would live. The operation was performed successfully by Dr. McDonald. Then Mr. Ballou began to talk about how to defend me against the charge of murder. Why not tell them the truth?
Let me tell you the truth, Mrs. Morrison. After you shot Dr. Morrison, he could have lived. He had to choose between his life and Jamie's.
What could he do for Jamie?
The bullet had lodged in Jamie's brain. It would take hours to find a brain specialist as good as Dr. Morrison.
But he didn't operate.
He ordered them to take him to the operating room. Then for an hour and a half, he stood at Dr. McDonald's elbow, directing every move of his scalpel. When the operation was over, Dr. Morrison was dying. But Jamie would live.
And so, in my defense, Mr. Ballou intends to plead insanity. But I wasn't insane then. Nor am I now, I know that. I'm merely a selfish woman. Everything I did for myself, not for Jamie. I can see that now. But Paul gave his life for his son. And no matter what happens to him now, Jamie had a father.
Thank you, Madeline Carroll, for a splendid performance. Miss Carroll will return in just a moment.
Hello, Tom. Yeah, I knew it was you. What? You just called to say thanks for telling you about Autolite? Well, don't thank me. Frank Martin's your man.
Well, friends, you'll thank and congratulate yourself for depending on your Autolite serviceman because of the way your car will perform after it's had his expert care. He's got the skill, equipment, and those great Autolite parts to put your ignition system in top shape. Look up your nearest Autolite service station. It's listed in your classified phone book under Automotive Electrical Service. And keep in mind, wherever you go, Autolite means spark plugs.
Ignition engineered spark plugs.
Autolite means batteries.
Stay full batteries.
Autolite means ignition system.
The lifeline of your car.
And now, here again is Miss Madeline Carroll.
It's been a great pleasure to appear with this fine cast on Suspense. It's a program I've always enjoyed hearing, and I'm looking forward to next week's story, in which that rising young star, Burt Lancaster, appears. It's another gripping study in
Suspense.
Madeline Carroll appeared through the courtesy of 20th Century Fox, whose current production is The Luck of the Irish, starring Ann Baxter and Tyrone Power. Tonight's suspense play was written by Pamela Wilcox, with music composed by Lucien Morawick and conducted by Lud Gluskin. The entire production was under the direction of Anton M. Leader. In the coming weeks, Suspense will present such stars as Gregory Peck, Edward G. Robinson, John Garfield, and others. Make it a point to listen each Thursday to Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills. And next Thursday, same time, hear Burt Lancaster.
This is the Autolite Suspense Show. Drive slowly. Death and danger travel in fast company. Good night. Switch to Autolite.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
And now, Autolite and its 60,000 dealers and service stations present
Suspense. Tonight, Autolite brings you Mr. Danny Kaye in The Too Perfect Alibi, a suspense play produced and directed by Anton M. Leader.
Friends, Autolite resistor spark plugs, the spark plugs with a built-in resistor, are fast becoming the most popular plugs in America. And no wonder, for when you replace your old narrow-gap plugs with wide-gap Autolite resistor spark plugs, you can tell the difference in your car. Your engine will idle smoother, you'll have better luck with lean gas mixtures, actually save gas dollars. What's more, thanks to this built-in resistor, Autolite resistor spark plugs cut down spark plug interference with radio and television reception. And remember, friends, only Autolite offers car owners and truck owners everywhere the sensational advantages of resistor-type spark plugs. So be right with Autolite. Switch to Autolite. And now, Autolite presents Danny Kaye in a tale well calculated to keep you in
Suspense.
Prince Charming. That's what Jack called me. And when he said that, something clicked inside of me. I remembered how in fairy tales the good prince always married the princess. And they lived happily ever after. Yes, happily ever after. Except that first there was the ogre that had to be taken care of. They were spending the weekend at my house in Croton, Catherine and Jack. The girl I loved and the fellow she loved. Oh, I admitted I was stupid to let myself in for it, but I just couldn't help myself. I had to have Catherine near me. She was the loveliest thing on God's earth, slender and blonde, with flecks of the purest gold in her hair, and eyes just as green as the sea. Jack was what the girls call a beautiful hunk of man, a one-time football hero. But now he was a clerk in a sports shop, a nobody. And why Catherine was so mad about him, I'll never know. After dinner Saturday night, we sat out on the terrace and looked out on the Hudson a half-mile away. Everything was quiet, peaceful.
Jack, shall I tell him? After all, he is our best friend.
Sure, honey, might as well.
Tell me what?
We're getting married Monday, Sam.
Married?
Hey, I'm the one who should look like he's going to face a firing squad, not you, Sam.
Oh, I'm sorry, kids. It was just such a surprise, that's all.
How about it, Sam? Will you be the best man?
Sure, of course I will.
Oh, good.
And congratulations, both of you.
Thank you, Sam, dear. You know, you're the sweetest, kindest, nicest, best-hearted person I've ever known.
Well, she means outside of me, of course.
Well, I do not, Jack Stewart. If it weren't for you, you big lug, I might even be marrying Sam on Monday.
Hey.
Say, I just thought of something. You like my place up here in Croton, don't you?
Like it. We love it.
Well, then it's yours.
Wait a minute, Sam.
I'm giving it to you for your wedding present.
Oh, Sam.
You always pick up the check, don't you?
What do you mean, Jack?
Everything you do makes me look cheap. You give Catherine a job and pay her twice what I make. You give us free theater parties, free dinners, and free weekends in the country. Now you want to give us a free house.
Now, look, Jack, you've got me all wrong. I just want to give you kids a good start, that's all. I want you two to be happy.
Just like in the fairy tales, eh? The prince and the paupers, and good old Sam as Prince Charming as always. Well, no thanks.
That was when I got the idea. When he called me Prince Charming. That was when I remembered about the prince, the princess, and the ogre. And you know what happens to the ogre in all the fairy tales, don't you? You remember that, don't you? He dies. And he dies because the prince kills him. Catherine left with Jack, and I was miserable. I paced the floor for hours. All I could think of was that today was Saturday, and on Monday noon she would marry him. 2 more days, and she'd be lost to me forever. I couldn't let it happen. I wouldn't. I had to get rid of him. What I needed was a weapon to defend myself with after I killed him. An alibi. A strong, unshakable alibi. A perfect alibi. It took me all night and gallons of coffee to figure that one out, but I did it. And the first thing Sunday morning, I phoned Jack in New York. I persuaded him not to hang up on me.
Well, what do you want?
Jack, ever hear of the Allegheny Sporting Goods?
Did I ever hear of J.P. Morgan?
Well, a friend of mine owns Allegheny.
So?
And he needs a sales manager. I've arranged an appointment for you first thing tomorrow so you can get the job before you get married.
What?
It pays $20,000 a year. And you can buy your own wedding presents.
Are you serious? Does he know I'm only a clerk?
Well, it's just a matter of selling yourself, Jack.
But I...
If you're free tonight, I'll be glad to give you a few pointers on the best way to approach him.
Well, that's
Look,
great.
look, Jack, I'm going to a party in town tonight. And if you can meet me around 10.
Well, Sam,
Here's the address, Jack. 3365 East 56th. I'll wait for you near the corner.
Okay, thanks. Just one thing, Sam. Don't tell Catherine about this, will you? You see, in case I get the job, I'd like her to feel I got it on my own. You understand, don't you?
Sure. Of course, Jack.
Oh, thanks, Sam. See you tonight at 10.
My hands were shaking so hard I could barely reach up to wipe the perspiration from my forehead. I was scared stiff. I was frightened because I had intended to ask him to keep it a secret from Catherine. Instead, he'd asked me. Everything about my alibi was working out perfectly. I drove to town. I went to the State Street ticket office and bought a ticket for the Staten Island ferry. Then I went uptown to my apartment. I had lots of time, so I decided to treat myself. There was a nice, thick, juicy steak in the icebox, and I'd fixed it just right and rare. As I sat at the table enjoying the steak that cut like butter, I got an idea. A good idea. Just the thing. Eventually, it was time to go to the party.
Why, Sam Rogers, where you been keeping yourself all summer, you dog?
Running is still on my mountain up in Croton.
Hi, Sammy.
Hi. I spoke to everyone I knew and a few people I didn't know. I made certain that practically everybody saw or talked with me sometime during the evening.
Hello, Sam.
Where are you rushing off to, Frank?
Hey, want to hear the 9 o'clock news?
Oh, the news? Do you mind if I join you?
Not at all. Come along.
We listened to the news until 9:15. Then I got involved in an argument over Soroyan's new play.
Of course he's mad, Sam. That's why he's so wonderful.
Before I knew it, it was time. 1 minute to 10. I slowly smiled my way toward the door and edged my way out of the noisy crowd without anyone noticing. I walked casually through the open door. Once outside, I quickly walked away from the house toward the corner. I stopped under a tree where it was dark to wait for him. Well, I was just in time. A car turned the corner. I stepped out the flag and froze. It was a police squad car.
Hey, why don't you watch where you're going?
My face was drenched when I stepped back on the curb. For the first time, I realized how easy it would be to make a slip. This time, I made sure it was Jack's car before I stepped out. Park here, Jack, under the tree.
Huh? Okay. Sorry I'm late, Sam. The ferries were jammed. And on top of that, I had an argument with Catherine.
Oh? What about?
Oh, the usual, you know. First, she brought up your house again, and then she was jealous about some girl I kidded with on the beach this afternoon. Didn't mean anything, but you know Catherine. We practically had a slugging match in the restaurant. She'll be over it by morning. Which reminds me, Sam, I'm awfully sorry about the way I blew my top last night.
Oh, that's all right.
You're still going to be my best man at the wedding, aren't you?
Oh, sure, Jack. I'll be your best man.
Oh, that's wonderful. Catherine was right, Sam. You are the nicest, sweetest guy we've ever known.
Oh, forget it, Jack. Now, suppose we sit in the back seat of your car and talk about your new job. Okay? Get in.
Okay.
And do you know that was the last word he ever said? Okay! There he was, lying in the back of his car, and sticking up out of the middle of his back was my favorite steak knife.
For Suspense, Autolite is bringing you Mr. Danny Kaye in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Say, Hap.
Yeah?
Let me read you a wonderful Christmas thank you note I got from my Aunt Susie in Maine.
Why, I didn't even know you had an Aunt Susie, Harlow.
Well, you just listen to this, pal. Dear Barlow.
Huh?
She never could get my name straight. Thank you so much for those wonderful Autolite resistor spark plugs you sent me for Christmas.
Oh, no, you didn't.
Listen now, Hap. She says, Cousin Charlie, he's your third cousin once removed on your mother's side, you know, told me that Autolite resistor spark plugs are those popular new spark plugs that have a built-in resistor. And he said they have an extra-wide gark spap.
What?
She means spark gap, of course, that helps make your car run slick as a kitten on skis.
I see where you inherit your famous figures of speech, Harlow.
Let's see. So Cousin Charlie replaced my old narrow gap plugs with my new wide gap Autolite resistor spark plugs, and right away I could see what makes people rave about them so much. I declare my car idles smooth as silk, runs better than a scared jackrabbit with a tailwind. And honestly, Barlow, I've been saving gas.
Wow, Susie's got me woozy.
So, friends, when it comes to spark plugs, be smart, be choosy. Take your cue from Susie and mosey on down to your nearest Autolite dealer tomorrow and get your car a brand new set of those wide-gap Autolite resistor spark plugs. Remember, you're always right with Autolite.
You said it, Harlow. And let's get back to Suspense.
And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Mr. Danny Kaye as Sam in A Too Perfect Alibi. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
After I stabbed him, I watched him slump to the floor of the car. And that's all there was to it. The ogre was dead. And now the prince and the princess could live happily ever after. I pushed his feet into the car and slammed the door. I locked the car with the keys I found in the ignition and put them in my pocket. Then I eased myself back into the house. I picked up the thread of conversation just as if it had never been broken.
Well, that's the name of the game, kid. Gin.
You never should have held on to those two kings, Johnny boy.
Okay, Sam. Suppose you stop kibitzing and play this card shark yourself. He's got those things hypnotized.
Well, just step to one side, John, and I'll show you a few tricks an old yogi named Ganga Jin once taught me. I played gin all evening with Frank Bostwick. And though I never did like him very much, somehow I felt warm and friendly towards him now.
Good night, darling.
Then around 12-ish, the party broke up. I waited till practically everybody else left. Then I bid my host good night, got into Jack's car, and drove off. I got to the Staten Island ferry slip just before 12:30. I was lucky. Traffic was still heavy. Nobody would notice me. I took out the ticket I bought in the afternoon and drove aboard. month later, we started across the bay. I could breathe again. I checked off another point in my alibi. If they ever faced me with a night shift ticket agent, he would have to swear he'd never seen me or sold me a ticket in his life. It was so easy, I felt like laughing. I turned and looked at him lying on the floor in the back. He wasn't fighting me anymore. My alibi had him beaten all the way down the line. Suddenly, two things happened to me at once. I saw the knife sticking out of his back.
Have your tickets ready, please.
The ticket collector. I'd forgotten about him, too. I couldn't afford to have anyone remember me on this boat, and I had to get rid of that knife. I had to act fast. In spite of the sick feeling in my stomach, I leaned over the seat and yanked the knife out of Jack's back. His head jerked around and grinned up at me. I looked around for a piece of paper to wrap the knife in. There wasn't a scrap anywhere. I pulled out my wallet, grabbed 2 or 3 bills, and covered the blood-dripping blade in the bills. I got out of the car, jammed my tickets under the windshield wiper where he had to see it.
Tickets. Have your tickets ready, please.
Then I scrambled through a maze of bumpers and fenders till I reached the rail. My heart sounded like a bass drum. I leaned on the rail and looked into the black water. Then I dropped the knife over the side.
Hey, I saw you do that.
What? What did you...
Don't you know it's against the law?
What is?
Dumping paper into the harbor. You could get arrested for that, mister. You better watch your step or something.
Oh, thank you. I kept my head turned away from him so he couldn't get a good look at me. He'd never recognize me in a court of law, no, sir. Anyway, he'd forget all about me 5 minutes from now. My alibi was still 100%. I got back into the car. When we landed, I drove a few blocks inland. I left the car in front of a house and walked back to the ferry. By the time I got home, an hour later, I'd lost all my fears. I felt wonderful again. I went right to bed and slept soundly for the first time in weeks. I slept so soundly, in fact, that they stood there ringing my bell for 5 solid minutes before they woke me up. I opened my door and saw 2 detectives standing there with an invitation to visit Inspector Vanelli of the New York Homicide Bureau. Then I remembered about last night. Inspector Vanelli was a slender, swarthy man who looked more like a successful businessman than a police officer.
You know Jack P. Stewart, Mr. Rogers?
Certainly. Why?
He's been murdered. His body was found at 9 o'clock this morning in a parked car on Staten Island.
What? I can't believe it. This was his wedding day. He and Catherine were going to be married.
Mr. Rogers, what was your relationship with Catherine Gilpin?
Inspector, I think I ought to tell you right off that I'm probably your best suspect.
You are?
Yes. Catherine turned me down for Jack. That probably gives me the best motive in the world for killing him, doesn't it?
Well, supposing you let me decide who had the best motive. Okay, Mr. Rogers?
Okay.
All right, now the best place to begin is at the beginning.
He kept me there hour after hour while the police stenographers crammed their pads with notes. Finally, late in the afternoon, one of the detectives hurried in and whispered something to him. Inspector Vanelli's hard face broke into a rocky smile.
Okay, Mr. Rogers, you're clear. But I don't mind telling you now, I was sure it was you.
Really, Inspector? Why have you changed your mind?
Well, we have 35 affidavits from responsible people swearing that you were at a party between 9:30 and 11:30 last night. And that's when Stewart was murdered. That settles it. You've got a perfect alibi.
I could hardly believe it. It had been so easy. Only yesterday, the girl I loved was miles away from me, unattainable. Today, she was mine for the asking. No more rivals, no more competition. Gradually, she would forget Jack and turn to me. It would take time, I knew that. But I had plenty of time. I could wait. Catherine phoned me the next morning. And suddenly, I didn't have any time at all.
Sam, they've arrested me for Jack's murder.
They've what?
They've arrested me.
But they can't. It's just a stupid mistake, Catherine. Look, I'll call my lawyer and we'll get you out of there right away. But we couldn't. In New York, you can't bail out a person accused of murder. What could they possibly have on her? It was ridiculous. But the thought of Catherine in prison was pure torture for me. My attorney suggested I retain Simon Blade, the shrewdest criminal lawyer in the state. Blade investigated every detail of Catherine's story. Finally, after 2 of the longest weeks of my life, he called me in.
All right. Now, here's the district attorney's case, Mr. Rogers. She and her boyfriend had an argument in a public place, a restaurant. They argued about 2 things. 1, she wanted to take your country house for a wedding present, but he didn't. 2, he made a little goo-goo eyes at some blonde on the beach, and she burned up. She tells him he's cheating on her. So then he burns up. He tells her to go marry somebody else and walks out.
Yes, but how do the police know all this?
They have witnesses, Mr. Rogers, witnesses. Now, she says that after the fight she went home alone and cried on her bed. But the DA says she ran after the boy, rode out into the country with him, and stuck a knife in him for calling off the wedding.
Her word's as good as his, isn't it?
Certainly, and she's prettier than the DA, too, but, well, I'm not finished. It seems that the management of the restaurant bought 24 new steak knives that week.
Steak knives?
Yes. The girl and the boy had steak for dinner, and the next morning one of the new knives was missing. The police took a sample knife down to the morgue, and it makes a perfect fit with the stab wounds in the cadaver's back. Now all we have is her word that she didn't do it. And there's only one person in the world who can prove that she's telling the truth.
Who?
A corpse with 3 holes in it.
On the day of the trial, I sat with Simon Blade and waited for them to bring Catherine in. And when she came in, she looked so young and so lost. I had all I could do to keep myself from jumping to my feet and telling them the truth. Then she saw me. Her eyes lit up and she smiled. And I smiled back. And somehow I felt sure it would all come out right, just as I had planned it. Simon Blade was wonderful in that courtroom. One moment wringing sympathy from the jury for Catherine's pale face. The next frankly exploiting her sex with a knowing eye. And when he strutted before a terrified witness, his barbs always hit the bull's eye.
And how did you know, sir, that the knife was missing from your restaurant?
We counted. We counted them and found one was missing.
You count your silver, huh?
Yes, sir.
What's the matter, Demos? Don't you trust your customer?
Blade forced Demas to admit that customers walked off with knives, forks, and spoons every day, that several persons had steak that night, and that anyone might have taken that knife. Everything was going along fine. And then, the district attorney exploded a surprise in our laps.
Do you recognize this handkerchief, Miss Gilpin?
Yes, sir. It's mine.
It's yours. And would you please tell the jury what made these stains on your handkerchief?
Why, blood. Blood? They're blood stains. But you mustn't think...
Whose blood?
Jack's. It's Jack's blood. But I'm not guilty.
Order! Order in the court. If there are any more such disturbances, I shall order the courtroom cleared. Proceed, Counselor.
So, Miss Gilpin, you admit this is the blood of Jack Stewart?
Yes, he had a nosebleed. He always had them when he was excited. I loaned him a handkerchief.
A very convenient explanation. Shall I tell you, Miss Gilpin, what I think the real explanation is? I think you stabbed Jack Stewart.
No.
Then in your jealous rage, you struck again and again.
No.
Then calmer, you noticed that your hands were covered with blood. His blood.
No.
You wiped them on the handkerchief. This handkerchief, Miss Gilpin.
No.
And went to dispose of the body.
No.
Oh, the DA was very convincing. And the jury thought so, too. Because when they came in after 11 hours, they found Catherine guilty of murder in the first degree. We appealed the case and lost. I pulled every string I could to get a commutation from the governor. It was hopeless. I had to face it finally. I had killed Jack so I could have Catherine. But I couldn't have her now, and I didn't want to go on without her. I went to the DA and told him everything.
Mr. Rogers, are you trying to tell me that you killed Stewart to keep him from marrying Miss Gilpin?
That's right. That's right. Since I can't have her, I might as well confess. Will you arrange to have her released?
Look, Rogers, I know exactly what you're trying to do, but I've got no time for heroes. I've got 35 sworn affidavits in my files which prove that you couldn't have killed Stewart. I've got my conviction, and so far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
He wouldn't believe me. And Catherine's execution was only a week off. I went to the newspapers with my story, but they wouldn't believe me either. One of them did send a reporter with me to see the people who were at the party that night.
Sam, it's wonderful what you're trying to do, but I can't lie about it, and I won't.
That was the kind of answer I got everywhere I turned. Then I tried to find the 2 policemen who'd passed as I left the house and the man who had seen me throw the knife off the ferry, but it was useless. I couldn't find one person who would believe me, not one. The next day, I made a last attempt to see Catherine. They wouldn't let me. But late that afternoon, I received a note from her. It was heartbreakingly full of all the things we planned and now would never do. And what hurt me most was the part where she said,
I heard all about it, Sam, and I love you for it. I love you for your foolhardy attempt to save my life at the expense of your own. Jack once called you Prince Charming, but he never dreamed what a prince you really are.
even she, Prince Charming, even Catherine wouldn't believe me. And that was harder to take than all the rest. And you don't believe me either, do you, friend?
Well, Mr. Rogers, it's very hard to...
Shh. Listen. It's 12 o'clock all over again, isn't it, Joe?
Why don't you go home like a good fellow, Mr. Rogers?
I can't sleep, Joe. I just can't sleep. How can I sleep when nobody will believe me? Joe, why do the innocents always suffer in this world? Catherine was innocent. Why did she have to suffer?
Oh, you got it all wrong, Mr. Rogers. The innocents don't suffer, but the guilty, they're the ones. Take you, for instance. Supposing you really was guilty of Jack Stewart's murder, and supposing she paid for your crime, why, you'd have 2 lives on your conscience this very minute, Mr. Rogers. And you'd have been suffering for those 2 lives ever since the night she went to...
Yes, you're right, Joe. You're right. It is the guilty who suffer.
Say, Joe, how about that fella? Him? He's been coming in here these 10 years now, telling the same story to anybody who listened.
10 years?
Sure. And where do you suppose he's gone now? Another bar, most likely, to pick up a conversation with somebody else like you and live through it all over again.
But about what he said, do you really think he killed him?
Mr. Rogers? Him? Not on your life. Why, he's a prince of a guy.
Thank you, Danny Kaye, for a splendid performance. Mr. Kaye will return in just a moment.
Hello, your Aunt Susie must be mighty cold up in Maine this time of year.
Cold? Why, up Maine way, it's so cold they use icicles for andirons.
And do those wonderful Autolite resistor spark plugs feel the frigid finger of freezing temperatures?
Not on your life, because Autolite resistor spark plugs consistently give you smooth, dependable, on-the-spot performance. And remember, friends, only Autolite offers car and truck owners everywhere the sensational advantages of resistor-type spark plugs. So, with millions of car owners switching to Autolite, why don't you? Because you're always right with Autolite. And remember, Autolite means spark plugs.
Ignition-engineered resistor spark plugs.
Autolite means batteries.
Stay full batteries.
Autolite means ignition systems.
The lifeline of your car.
And now, here again is Mr. Danny Kaye.
Thank you very much. I feel a little better now anyway. It's been a great pleasure for me to be here on Suspense, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm especially grateful to Tony Leader for letting me play the kind of role which you and I don't usually associate with me. It was a lot of fun, if you can call being a murderer fun. Well, next week, radio's outstanding theater of thrills will bring you Dana Andrews in a famous story by Cornell Woolrich, If the Dead Could Talk. Another gripping study in
Suspense.
Danny Kaye will shortly be seen in the Warner Brothers Technicolor production Happy Times. Tonight's suspense play was written by Martin Stern with music composed by Lucien Morawek and conducted by Lud Gluskin. The entire production was under the direction of Anton M. Leader. In the coming weeks, Suspense will present such stars as Robert Montgomery, Fibber McGee and Molly, Ronald Coleman, Jane Wyman, and James Mason. Make it a point to listen each Thursday to Suspense, radio's outstanding theater of thrills. And next Thursday, same time, hear Dana Andrews in Cornell Woolrich's If the Dead Could Talk.
Remember, you're right with Autolite. So switch to Autolite. Good night.
This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System. Now, Autolite and its 60,000 dealers and service stations present
Suspense. Tonight, Autolite brings you Mr. Joseph Cotton in The Day I Died, a suspense play produced and directed by Anton M. Leader.
Friends, the 4th of July weekend is coming up with a lot of reckless weekend driving. So remember, take care, don't take chances. Reckless driving can put you in a spot you can't pull out of. Yes, even a dandy dependable Autolite Stay Full battery that needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use can't help you then.
Your life depends on normal, safe car driving. Be extra safe.
And an Autolite Stay Full battery is protected by fiberglass insulation for stronger life and longer life. Why, in recent tests conducted according to the Society of Automotive Engineers life cycle standards, Autolite Stay Full batteries gave 70% longer average life than batteries without Stay Full features. So ask your dealer for an Autolite Stay Full battery.
And this weekend and all the time, take care. Don't take chances.
Be battery right with Autolite.
And now, Autolite presents Mr. Joseph Cotton in a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Good morning, Leslie.
Good morning. Why is that window open?
It's getting stuffy in here, and
I told you to keep it closed. You might be seen from the street.
I haven't gone anywhere near it. No one
Don't
could...
argue with me, Wells. Keep that window closed. And the shade down.
Now, just a minute. I'll give the orders around here. You're still my wife, Leslie, and this is still my house.
You're forgetting something, aren't you, Wells? I'm not your wife. I'm your widow. And it's been my house ever since the day you died.
I had no comeback. I did what Leslie told me because, well, she was right. A dead man can't put up much of an argument. He has no authority, not even with his wife. Things had been different once. I had money, power, and there was nobody in the world who would have presumed to tell Wells Galloway what to do. But that was before a certain evening in July up at Lake Latimer. That was before Red Tuttle, my law partner, paid me a visit at my cabin up there. In other words, that was before the day I died. I was alone. I'd gone to the cabin to be alone, to try to figure things out. The money was gone by that time. I'd thrown it away, hundreds of thousands of dollars in good living and gambling. And in a sense, Leslie was gone, too. Oh, she was still my wife, but The man she loved was Norman Vale, and I knew it, and she knew I knew it, and she didn't much care, so this time I'd come up to the cabin without my rifle because I wasn't planning to do any hunting. But I brought along a revolver for reasons I didn't admit to myself, and I left it lying on the table in the living room. I was staring at it that evening when I heard the cab from the village stop down on the highway. It was still a little light, and I saw a shock of flaming red hair on the path between the trees, and I knew my partner was going to honor me with his presence. I thought I knew why, too, and I wasn't wrong.
I couldn't believe my eyes, Wells. I still can't believe it. I came all the way up here just to hear you say it isn't true.
You wasted your time, Red. It is true.
But good Lord, man, we were appointed trustees of that estate. Taking those bonds was a criminal act. Why did you do such a thing?
I needed the money.
Well, I hope you're ready to pay it back before the heirs get wind of it.
I'm not. I haven't got a cent.
Then what are you going to do?
I don't know yet.
You certainly don't expect me to... Is that what you're thinking, Wells? It is, isn't it? Well, I'll be hanged if I'll do it. I'm not going to take a beating to cover up for you. You cash those bonds and you'll make them good.
Oh, go away, will you, Rad?
What?
I said go away. I don't care what you do about those bonds. I've got more important things to worry about.
Like your wife, Wells? Well, don't expect any pity from me there, either.
I'm not asking you for anything.
You're responsible for losing Leslie. No man could treat a woman the way you've treated Leslie and get away with it. Why, you made a slave of her. You practically locked her up in your house.
Now, I think you'd better go away, Red.
I'll go when I get the money to buy back those bonds, not before.
Oh, for the love... Here's my ring. Here's my watch. Take them. They ought to be worth something. Take them, and get out.
I'll take them, Wells, but it's not enough.
It's all I've got, I tell you. Now, leave me alone.
All right. But when I leave here, I'm going to the police.
Police?
Yes. If you think I'm going to suffer for your mistakes, you're wrong. I'm going to bring charges against you before the Prescott heirs start prosecuting the firm.
Why, you dirty...
That was another mistake, Wells. I won't take that either.
He was stronger than I. His blow caught me on the chin, and I went staggering across the room. I crashed against the mantel above the fireplace. The kerosene lamp had been burning there. It toppled off and fell on the floor, but I hardly noticed it. My eyes were on something else. On that revolver that lay on the table by the window. I don't remember picking it up. I only remember how it felt in my hand.
Wells! No, Wells! Put it down! Wells!
The first shot dropped Red to the floor. But I kept on firing because I couldn't stop. This was power again, the power to kill, and I loved it. But not for long. With the last bullet, the spell was broken, and then was when the fear came. I'd never known fear before. I wasn't prepared to deal with it. It took hold of me and shook me until I was trembling from head to foot. It brought the sweat popping out of every pore. It wouldn't let me approach the body, not even to reclaim my ring and watch. It carried me out of the cabin and sent me stumbling into the darkening woods. And I spent the night there, wandering blindly through the blackness. In my hand, I still carried the gun. Long before dawn, I began to wonder why I hadn't saved one shell, just one. For if my life had reached dead end a few hours ago, then what would you call this? Where did I go now that I was wanted for murder? It was daylight when I came out of the woods. There was a truck rumbling toward me. Desperate men take desperate chances.
Give me a lift to the city? Why, sure, mister. Hop in.
He'd heard about me. Wells Galloway was wanted for murder. I knew that right away. I knew it from the way he looked me over, but it didn't matter. Nothing mattered. This really was dead end.
I guess you're okay, mister. Shut the door.
What do you mean, okay?
Well, I thought maybe you're the guy I heard about back at Lake Latimer.
What guy?
Well, it was a murder back there last night. One fella shot another one in a cabin, then burned the cabin down.
Burned it down?
Sure. Right to the ground. Couldn't even have identified the body. Only they found a ring and a watch on it. I figured you might be the killer, but he's a redhead. Word named Tuttle. The guy he killed was his law partner. A big shot with a fancy moniker. Something like, Wells Galloway.
For Suspense, Autolite is bringing you Mr. Joseph Cotton, in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Hello there, Harlow. I hear you're going to speak at the 4th of July picnic.
I sure am, Hap, and by happy coincidence, I just happen to have a copy of my speech right here.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to say, on this glorious occasion, it behooves us all to think about that dandy, dynamic, dependable Autolite stay-full battery that needs water only 3 times a year, normal car use.
Mm-hmm.
On this historic occasion, my friends, let's look at facts. An Autolite stay-full battery practically eliminates one of the major causes of battery failure. And in addition, it's protected by fiberglass insulation for stronger life and longer life.
My.
Think, my friends, longer life. In recent tests conducted according to the Society of Automotive Engineers Life Cycle Standards, Autolite stay-full batteries gave 70%, yes, 70% longer average life than batteries without stay-full features.
It's inspired, Harlow.
So remember these words that will go ringing down the corridors of time. An Autolite stay-full battery needs water only 3 times a year in normal car use. And at this point, Hap, I take a long, cold drink of water.
Why?
Because I'm thirsty. You know, I'm not an Autolite stay-full battery.
And at this point, suspense.
And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Joseph Cotton as Wells Galloway in The Day I Died, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
So the day I killed my partner turned out, as far as the law was concerned, to be the day I died. It was my body the police had decided that was lying back there in the charred ruins of my cabin on Lake Latimer. It was Red Tuttle, not Wells Galloway, who was wanted for murder. The truck driver dropped me on the outskirts of the next city. I went into a barbecue joint, sat down at the counter, and pieced the story together. The kerosene lamp I'd knocked off the mantel, that was what had started the fire, and it was the ring and the watch I'd given Red that enabled the police to identify the body that had been burned beyond recognition, to identify it as me, Wells Galloway. That much was clear. But what wasn't clear was what to do about it. What's the next step after you've been pronounced dead?
Here's the eggs, fella. Nice day, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yes, sirree. Beautiful day. Kind of day, it's great to be alive.
He made me see the point, the man behind the counter, the point I'd been missing. It was great to be alive, especially if everybody thought you were dead, especially if the life you'd been living had reached an impasse and you were broke and your wife was in love with another man and you were wanted by the police and your only hope lay in a chance to start over, to start from scratch. That's what they were giving me, handing it to me on a silver platter, a fresh start, a clean slate. I was dead. Now I could begin living again.
Well, now, let's see. Orange juice, 2 eggs, bacon, coffee. Huh? That'll be 80 cents, please. 82 with tax.
But that was another point the counterman made me see. Subtract 82 cents from $50 and you get $49.18. Not much to start a new life on, not when you're used to big money. And big money was the only thing that would make a new life worth living. A little capital was all I needed, but where do you borrow capital when you can't show your face? Who'll lend money to a corpse? In the circles where Wells Galloway had moved, friends were not to be trusted. And as for my wife, as for Leslie... Leslie. Yes, that was it. The Wells Galloway brain was beginning to click again. It kept on clicking, keeping pace with the click of the train wheels that carried me back to the city where the late Wells Galloway had lived. It was night when I got there. I was halfway up the walk when the front door opened. I hardly had time to slip behind the lilac bush before Leslie stepped out on the porch. He was with her, the man she loved, Norman Vale.
You think I'm callous, don't you, Norman? You think I'm too hard.
No, of course not, darling. If you weren't happy with him, naturally you can't be too broken up over his death.
Happy? I was miserable with him. You know how he treated me? I wasn't his wife. I was his prisoner. I hated him, Norman. And I'm not broken up. I'm glad he's dead.
A shudder ran down my spine when I heard her, but that must have been because the night was getting cool, for after all, this was just what I was counting on. My plan wouldn't work if she weren't glad I was dead. I waited till Norman Vale's car pulled away. And then I waited 5 minutes longer. And finally, I climbed the front steps, put my key in the lock, and let myself in.
Who is that? Who's out there? Who?
Hello, Leslie. There had been a time when she would have fainted. She didn't faint now, but she turned very white, and I noticed when she poured herself a half tumbler of bourbon that her hand was trembling. Still, she managed, after one long swallow, to say rather evenly, almost casually.
Let's have it, Wells. I'm sure it's a fascinating story.
So I told her. As I talked, I had a queer feeling that she was a stranger. Something had happened to her since I saw her last. Whether it was Norman Vale or whether it was the fact that she thought I was dead, whatever it was, she was a different person, a stronger one and braver and harder.
What do you want, Wells?
Accept my condolences, Leslie. It's a tough break.
Not at all. I'm tickled pink.
I'm sure.
Did you think I would be?
No,
Did you have any illusions I'd be heartbroken when they called and told me that you were dead?
none.
You know what I did?
Hmm.
A jig. It's the first time I ever danced in this house.
Well, you should have done that oftener. Things might have been better between us.
I couldn't find anything to dance about. Well, why'd you come back? What are you after?
3 guesses.
Knowing you, I only need one. How much?
25,000.
What makes you think you'll get it?
I think you could use 25,000 yourself.
Maybe you'd better explain.
Simple enough. I'm worth $50,000 dead. The insurance is payable in one lump sum to you. It should be coming through in another week or so.
And you're suggesting an even split?
Exactly. I take my half and disappear. As far as you and the rest of the world are concerned, I'm dead and I stay dead. You have 25,000 and you're free to marry Norman Vale.
I see.
Well,
Must have occurred to you I'd prefer to keep the whole 50.
if you could.
And why couldn't I? Suppose I turn you in.
Yeah.
And you're electrocuted for killing Red Tuttle. I still collect, but there's no split.
And if I'm not electrocuted, if I get life imprisonment,
There would be that risk.
too big a risk, Leslie. I didn't plan Red's death. There was nothing premeditated about it. I killed him in anger. The state doesn't give the death penalty for that.
If you can prove it.
I think I could. I'd live a long time in prison, Leslie.
I wouldn't like that.
So?
I'm thinking. You'd stay here in the house till the insurance company pays off.
It's as safe as place as any.
Safer. You'd have to stay hidden.
Of course.
You couldn't step out the door.
Not very often.
Not at all. You'd be practically a prisoner in your own home.
Well, for a week or two, it'd be worth it.
Would it?
Oh.
Yes. I guess it would. All right, Wells. I mean, all right. It's a deal.
She was smiling when she said it, but after all, why shouldn't she smile? Things had turned out well enough for her, considering the fact that I wasn't actually dead. This was the next best thing. Naturally, she smiled. Her reasons for smiling were perfectly obvious, weren't they? She went upstairs afterward, and when she came down, she was still smiling.
I thought you must be tired after all you've been through, Wells. I made your bed.
Thanks, Leslie. Guest room?
No, not the guest
Well,
room.
if I'm going to stay hidden, that's the most isolated room in the house.
Not quite the most. You're forgetting the attic.
The attic.
There's an old army cot up there. You'll use that.
It's hotter than blazes in the attic.
It's only for a week or so. You said yourself it was worth it.
And I didn't mean I...
No, but I did. Don't you want to go up now, Wells?
That was when I started to catch on. It hadn't occurred to me that she would relish the idea of keeping me as confined as possible. I was amused as I climbed the stairs. Let her have a fun, I thought. It wouldn't be so bad. A few days in the attic, well, that wouldn't kill me. The light up there was dim, and she must have walked very quietly because I didn't know she had followed me up the stairs. I didn't know it until I opened the door to the attic room. And then just behind me, she said,
Go on in, Wells. I have the key. I'll lock the door.
Lock it? Well, there's no need to lock it.
I don't agree with you. The cleaning woman comes tomorrow.
Well, she won't come up here.
But you might be tempted to go down.
Why should I?
You'll get lonely, Wells. You'll get bored and restless and terribly unhappy. You'll begin to think you'll go crazy if you don't get out. You'll be desperate for the sound of a human voice. Believe me, I know.
Now, look here, Leslie.
Please go in, Wells.
All right, but there's no reason to take advantage of the spot I'm in.
What do you mean, dear? I'm protecting you. I'm carrying out our bargain, the one you suggested. Now go in and let me lock the door.
I wasn't amused anymore. This wasn't funny. This was a new experience, taking orders from my own wife, and I couldn't say I liked it, but what could I do? One quick telephone call, one shout, even to the neighbors in the next house, and my game was up. I knew that, and she knew I knew it. So the trump card was in her hand, and she was playing it. She was playing it slowly and with pleasure. She was playing it for all it was worth.
Good morning, darling.
Morning. It must be almost noon. I'm starving. Why didn't you come up?
I was busy. Norman dropped over to see me.
You didn't tell him.
Of course not. This is our little secret, dear. Did you sleep well?
I didn't sleep at all.
Worried about something?
Certainly not. It was hot up here, that's all. What have I got to worry about?
Nothing that I know of.
Well, go and get me something to eat. I'm dying of hunger.
Oh, I hope not, Wells. I wouldn't want you to die of hunger.
Then I saw it. I saw it all, the whole thing, the thing I should have seen before. How could I have missed it? She was going to kill me, and why not? What was there to stop her? Wasn't I dead already? Who would ever miss me? Who would know what she had done? She could bury me in the back orchard. She could burn me in the furnace. She'd have the whole 50,000, and who would be the wiser? You can't accuse a woman of killing a corpse. Then on I paced. The room was only 8 feet square, but I walked for miles, and the sweat rolled down my face and down my body, and the walls closed in, and I waited for her to return. What do you want, Leslie?
Well, I thought you'd like to know. I just came from your funeral.
Oh, they buried Red.
Mm-hmm. It was a beautiful service. I'm sorry you weren't there.
That was the evening of the second day. She left my dinner on the table and didn't come back that night. At least I didn't think she had come back, but when I awoke the next morning, I wasn't sure. Sometime toward dawn, a shadow had moved across my dream. A lock had snapped, a door had opened. Had it been a part of the dream itself, or had Leslie... But why should she have come and gone like that? What could she have wanted? There was nothing of interest to her, nothing. Except the revolver. The gun I'd emptied into Red Tuttle's body. It was in the pocket of my coat, and my coat was hung over the back of a chair. I leaped from the bed and went for my coat, the right-hand pocket. No, it was empty. Must have been the left. The left was empty, too. The gun was gone. Leslie had taken it. And now, for the second time in my life, I knew fear. I stumbled toward the door. I began to pound frantically. Leslie! 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 I heard her footsteps, and then she was just outside, hissing at me.
Quiet, you fool.
Let me out of here.
I said be quiet. Norman's downstairs. He'll hear you.
I don't care who hears me. Let me out!
Leslie, who is that?
Here he comes. Will you be quiet?
Who's up there, Leslie?
It's no one, Norman. It's nothing.
Don't
really.
lie to me. I heard someone shouting. There's somebody in that room. Who is it, Leslie? Leslie, answer me. Who's in there?
It's my husband. It's Wells.
So now he knew, too. There was silence after she told him, and the sound of footsteps descending the stairs. She was leading him away. She was going to talk it over with him, tell him her plan, ask his help. They were discussing it now, just how they would do it, just how they would dispose of me afterward. I staggered to the window. She'd put a lock on it after the first time she'd found it open, and even if she hadn't, what good would it do me? Suppose I could climb down somehow. Where was I to go? The face of a dead man attracts attention on a public street. An hour passed before I heard footsteps again. And now I thought, now they would do it. The key turned in the lock. But the door didn't open. They were getting ready, checking the gun. It was loaded now. They would empty it into me as I had emptied it into Red Tuttle. Now they were turning the knob. They were coming in. But it was only Leslie, and she had no gun, and Norman wasn't with her.
It's all right now, Wells.
What?
Everything is all right. He won't tell.
How do you know?
He wanted to. He wanted to go to the police. I persuaded him not to, so don't worry. Everything's quite all right.
Was it? Then why did she say it like that, and why was she trembling? Because she was afraid of what she and Norman Vale were planning to do. Afraid because the next time she came, he would be with her, and they'd kill me. And I was alone again now. Oh, what were they waiting for? Let them come and get it over with. I was tired of this room. It was getting smaller every minute, smaller and hotter. The heat was unbearable. I could scarcely breathe. Why, it was hotter than it had been 10 minutes ago. It was like a furnace. Just like a furnace. I didn't know what it was at first, that sound. I didn't know until I heard it again. And then I knew. There was no need even to look at the steam radiator in the corner. They had built a fire, Leslie and Norman Vale, in the middle of the summer. They had built a fire, and they had built it for me. And now the sweat really poured. Now the breath came hard. No, not alive. I thought they wouldn't put me in alive. Of course they would. That's the safest way. Gunshots could be heard, but you can't hear a man being stuffed into a furnace. Of course they would. No, they wouldn't, because I wouldn't let them. Maybe I had to die, but not that way. No, not that way. There was still the window. There were still people on the street.
Help! Help me! They're going to burn me alive! Help! Help! Help!
Something happened. I blacked out. And when I came to, I was lying on the army cot. The policeman towered above. He waited until my eyes could focus, and when he said it very quietly.
You're under arrest, Mr. Galloway, for the murder of your partner, Mr. Tuttle.
You fool! You stupid fool!
She was standing in the doorway, and there was another policeman with her. His arm was linked to hers. I could almost smile at that, but Norman Vale, where was Norman Vale? He'd wanted to kill me, too. He was as guilty as she. The policeman must have seen the question in my eyes.
Your wife is under arrest, too, Mr. Galway, for the murder of Norman Vale.
The murder of... Leslie, you killed him?
Of course I killed him. Didn't I tell you he wanted to turn you in? Did you think I'd let him rob me of all that money? Oh, you fool, you fool, you. If you'd only waited 10 minutes, there wouldn't have been a trace of him left.
Thank you, Joseph Cotton, for a splendid performance.
Well, hello. I guess that winds up Suspense for this season.
It sure does, Hap, but we'll be back in the fall on September 1st, in fact. Same time, same stations. And gosh, does that make me happy.
Oh, it does?
Yes, because then I'll have more opportunities to tell people about those dandy, dependable Autolite Stay Full batteries that need water only 3 times a year in normal car use.
Well, folks, I think he likes you.
Yeah, just the way folks like Autolite Stay Full batteries. So, friends, this is Harlow Wilcox.
And his pal Hap.
Saying so long for now and best wishes for a happy, trouble-free summer from Autolite, makers of more than 400 products for cars, trucks, airplanes, and boats.
Keep happy, folks.
And keep your car happy. Have it checked regularly at your Autolite dealers or by the dealer who services your make of car. There's one near you, no matter where you're vacationing. And be sure to ask for Autolite Original Factory Parts, because they're engineered perfectly to fit together perfectly and work together perfectly, because they're a perfect team. So long for now, and remember, you're always right with Autolite.
And for this 4th of July weekend, remember this slogan.
Take care. Don't take chances.
And now here again is Mr. Joseph Cotton.
I've always enjoyed appearing on Suspense, and particularly so in tonight's unusual play. As you know, this is the last Suspense broadcast for this season, but I'm looking forward, and I'm sure you are, to its return to the air on September 1st, when radio's outstanding theater of thrills will again bring you Hollywood's most famous stars in these gripping studies in
Suspense.
Joseph Cotton appeared by arrangement with David O. Selznick, producer of Portrait of Jenny. Tonight's Suspense play was written by Ken Pettis and Lou Schofield, with music composed by Lucien Moraweck and conducted by Lud Gluskin. The entire production was under the direction of Anton M. Leader. In the coming weeks at this same time, be sure to hear Escape, a series of great stories of high adventure by the world's outstanding authors. Suspense, brought to you by Autolite on Thursday nights at this hour, is taking its customary summer holiday and returns to the air on Thursday, September 1st.
You can buy Autolite Stay-Full batteries, Autolite resistor spark plugs, Autolite electrical parts at your neighborhood Autolite dealers. Switch to Autolite. Good night.
This is CBS, where 99 million people gather every week. The Columbia Broadcasting System.
Suspense. Autolite and its 96,000 dealers present Mr. Victor Mature in Momentum, a suspense play produced and edited by William Spear.
Say, Hap.
Yes, Harlow?
This morning I was telling a cantankerous cartoon of a car it would run better with Autolite resistor spark plugs, when it reared up on its differential and replied, "What do you think I'm waiting for?"
A talking car.
Well, every bright buggy knows that Autolite resistor spark plugs mean a smoother idle and better engine performance on leaner gas mixtures.
Why, that's common knowledge among cars.
Right, you are, Hap. Autolite resistor spark plugs have 200% longer electrode life. And they cut down on spark plug interference with radio and television, too. Why, millions are in use. Backed by the engineering know-how of Autolite, wide-gap Autolite resistor spark plugs are sure, top, all-round spark plug performance. Get Autolite resistor spark plugs. Remember, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, with Momentum and with the performance of Victor Mature, Autolite hopes once again to keep you in suspense.
I look just like any other guy standing on a platform waiting for a train at night. The other people walking up and down here waiting for their train, they might look and they might not. Just a guy waiting for a train, waiting to say goodbye to New York. They don't know I'm different. It's starting to snow. They think the way I'm clutching my coat collar together is because I'm cold. They don't know I've got a bullet in my neck. Yeah. This is some of that bad trouble my wife always is telling me I'm going to get myself in. Bad trouble. All those people dying on account of it. Like a snowball when it starts rolling itself up, gathering, what is it? Momentum. Well, in another 20 minutes, her train will be here, and I'll meet her, and we'll be on our way to San Francisco, and things will be different. Things will be a lot different. I never thought today was going to be like this. Since noon today, it's already lasted a couple million years. A couple of million years.
Dick,
Dick, get
Yeah?
up.
What's the idea?
Oh, Dick, get up. It's noon. 12 o'clock, and you haven't even gotten out of bed yet.
What? 12 noon. Hey, you're going to be late for work.
I'm home on my lunch hour. I thought you'd do something like this. Sleeping all day.
I was up late last night.
Shooting pool.
All right. A guy's got to have some relaxation.
Been relaxing for 6 months. You haven't even tried to get a job.
Oh, nuts.
Nobody's out of work these days.
Look, I told you, it's got to be the right thing, that's all. I don't want to take the first stinking job that comes along.
Or do you want me to go on supporting you?
You didn't have to say that.
Well, everybody's saying. The people downstairs, the landlord, everybody. If I didn't have my little job, how could we eat?
So everybody's saying you're supporting me, is that it?
Well, isn't it?
I'll show 'em. I'll show 'em all. Who are they with their cheap little ideas and two-bit jobs? You don't have to work like a slave to make a living.
Oh, Dick. When you talk like... Sometimes I'm afraid you're going to get in trouble.
The guy's a little down on his luck, and all of a sudden, little wifey's a martyr. She has to go out and work.
Dick, please.
That's it, isn't it? You're a martyr.
No, darling, I didn't say that at all.
Oh, yes, you did. Yes, you did.
Dick, when I get home from work tonight, we're going to have to find a place to live.
Now, this place isn't good enough for you, huh?
No, darling. This is our last day. We're being evicted.
Says who?
The landlord stopped me this morning. We owe him 3 months' rent. I simply haven't got it. Well, we have until tomorrow morning.
Well, listen, nobody throws Dick Payne out of his own place.
I'll try to get home early. Find a hotel, maybe.
Wait a minute. Don't bother. I'll get some dough. I know just where. Mr. Burroughs.
Oh, Dick, you're not going to Mr. Burroughs.
Why not? He owes it to me. He's making money out of my invention, isn't he?
Dick, you know that when you worked for Mr. Burroughs, you were paid for everything you did.
Yeah, if you call a couple of bucks a week pay. Burroughs is making a lot of dough in that stinking shop just because of my invention.
But he's not that way. I worked for him, too, remember?
Then you ought to know how he cheated me. Yeah, that's what he did. He cheated me.
You know Mr. Burroughs isn't that kind of man. The firm isn't run that way. If you had anything
Go ahead. That's right. Stick up for that shyster who robbed your own husband. I'm going over and see him today for a showdown.
Oh, Dick, please don't go over there. Don't make any trouble.
We need dough, don't we? We're being evicted, aren't we? Well, I'm going to show you a little action. I'm going out and get us some dough.
You know Mr. Burroughs won't listen to anything so
He'll
foolish.
listen to me, and he'll pay, too, plenty.
Oh, darling, no.
What are you crying about? Look, when I get that dough, you won't have to support me anymore. Cut it out. Go on back to work. I'm going to lie here a couple of minutes and figure this out. Go on. I guess I was pretty sore when I talked to her like that. But it made me mad. You know, like one of those things leads to another and the whole thing gets going like momentum. By the time I cooled off, I was up in the Bronx where Burroughs has his little office and machine shop and back. I phoned from a drugstore on 192nd Street. And the girl said there'd be a lot of people there all afternoon. So I killed time with a double feature. But I was back there at 6:30, just after dark. And I was mad again, thinking about the eviction and all. There was a light in his office, so I got around the side street. And I tried to see what was going on. The blinds were down over the window, but there was enough space for me to see the part of the room. Someone was in there with him. I couldn't see who it was. They were just shaking hands.
Well, good night. Don't you worry about it anymore. Good night.
I waited right there by the window until whoever it was had gone. Then I walked around and up to the door. But I didn't have to knock.
Oh,
Good evening, Mr. Burroughs.
I was just leaving you. You want to see me about something?
Yeah. Yes, sir, I do.
Well, all right. Come in. It's chilly out tonight. Feels like snow, maybe. Well, sit down.
Thanks.
Now what?
Well, I used to work here in the shop once. I quit 6 months ago. Remember me, Dick Payne?
I most certainly do remember you, Payne. Married the best secretary I ever had. Yeah, Pauline, a wonderful girl.
I think so.
I'm sure you appreciate that. She's a very fine girl.
Yeah, she's all right.
How are things with you and Pauline?
Good.
Want to come back to work, Payne?
No, that isn't what I came to see you about. It's about that lug wrench you're still using in the shops, the one with the long side screw.
Yeah, what about it?
I invented it, Mr. Burroughs.
Oh, really? I thought Tim Riley worked that out.
Well, Tim worked on it, but it was me who figured out how to set that thumb screw.
Hasn't the thumb screw always been set that way?
Not high on the wrench, no.
Oh,
And
I see.
Since I figured it out while I was here, and since you're using it, well, I think I ought to be paid for it. I worked on it a long time.
Payne, I just don't believe this, frankly. Tim Riley's been my foreman for 12 years. I know him pretty well. He'd have been the first to tell me if you'd contributed anything to perfecting that wrench.
Well, he wanted all the credit himself.
No, Payne. It's not a matter of credit or money or anything else.
Now, look here, Mr. Burroughs. Look here, Burroughs. I'm not going to be cheated out of anything.
Stop it, Payne. I'm not obligated to you in any way.
Look, you're still using the wrench, aren't you?
I don't want to argue with you, and I don't want to be bothered with you. If it weren't for Pauline and the respect I have for her, I wouldn't even listen to you. I told her just the other...
Let's leave her out of this, huh? She's my wife.
Unfortunately for her. You know, Payne, I expected you to try something like this, and I'm ready for it.
Yeah, well, where's my dough?
Here. I want you to sign this. Here.
What is it?
A release. Although I don't owe you anything, for Mrs. Payne's sake, I'm giving you some money, because I know you both need it. This release will be my receipt. It'll insure me against you bothering me about this again.
Yeah?
Go ahead, sign it.
Where's the dough? Where's the dough? How much?
$200?
Well, why didn't you say so? Oh, no, you don't, wise guy. I want more than that. Look, if it's big enough to make me sign a release, it's big enough to bring in a lot more dough.
Get out of here, Payne. Get out of here.
And who's going to make me?
I'm smaller than you, Payne, but so help me, I'll throw you out myself. You're a no-good, worthless...
Cut that!
How Pauline could ever have seen
Look,
anything...
I told you to leave her out of this, didn't
now,
I?
Get out of here before
Give me my dough.
Get out of here!
Oh, no, you don't. You don't like that, huh? Well, try this. All right now, Mr. Burroughs. Come on, Mr. Burroughs. I didn't mean to... Mr. Burroughs. You see, it was just one of those days again. He said something and I said something and it all piles up like a snowball. The first thing somebody gets, hurt. If he'd listened to reason and... Well, if he'd have just listened to reason, he'd be alive now. When I felt his pulse, there was nothing. I opened his coat to feel his heart. And that's when a black chamois billfold fell out. It was crammed with money. My money.
Autolite is bringing you Mr. Victor Mature in Momentum, tonight's production in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Hey, Hap, what's the book you have there?
Just a story I'm reading, Harlow. Ruggles of Red Gap.
Really? Say, maybe you'd be interested in my life story, Wilcox of Wide Gap.
Wilcox of Wide Gap?
Mm-hmm. It's all about my sterling and sensational success selling Wide Gap Autolite resistor spark plugs.
Sensational success? You?
Certainly. Didn't you know that over 20 million Wide Gap Autolite resistor spark plugs have been sold? And small wonder. Who can resist having a set of Wide Gap Autolite resistor spark plugs installed in his car when I tell him these Wide Gap whizzes mean smoother engine idle, better performance on leaner gas mixtures, actual gas savings? Why, everybody goes for Autolite resistor spark plugs with the exclusive built-in 10,000 ohm Autolite resistor. You get smoother, faster, easier starts in cold temperatures, 200% longer electrode life, reduced spark plug interference with radio and television reception. So, friends, see your neighborhood Autolite spark plug dealer and have him install a set of the famous Wide Gap Autolite resistor spark plugs in your car. Remember, you're always right with Autolite.
And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Victor Mature in Momentum, a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
11:50. The train will just be pulling out of Grand Central now. It'll be here in 10 minutes, 12 o'clock. It won't be long now. Another 10 minutes, I'll be safe on that train with Paulie. And all of this will be over. I'll make it. Nothing's going to stop me. Nothing. Not even this bullet. He started it all, Mr. Burroughs. And then the whole thing got going. Momentum. I didn't mean to kill him. I just went there to get my money, the money he owed me for using my invention. But nobody saw me do it, and I got out of there. All I wanted to do was get home to Pauline. But first I had to stop somewhere and get a drink. I needed it bad. I found a little place on 3rd Avenue, 60-something. It was empty except for the bartender.
Hello.
Hello. Business is kind of slow tonight, huh?
Big television shows don't start until 8. What'll it be?
I'd like some whiskey. Just whiskey.
Just whiskey, and whiskey it is, mister.
Yeah.
Chaser?
No. Give me another one.
Sure. Kind of dry, huh?
Yeah.
Another one?
No. That's enough, thanks.
That's $1.20.
$1.20? Oh, that's no problem. Just take it out of...
Oh. Something wrong, buddy?
Oh, no. I've changed my mind.
Yeah, what about?
I think I'll have another drink. Yeah, give me another one. Only make it a double this time.
Sure. Want to pay me for the other 2 first?
I'll pay you when I'm finished.
House rule.
Huh?
Every 2 drinks we always collect in this place. That way, in case anybody tries to run out on a tab, which they don't generally do, 'cause I don't like things like that. We don't lose much if they make it.
Just a minute. You don't think that
Which
I'm trying
they don't generally do.
Look, I'm not trying to beat you out of anything. I got money.
Sure you have. You know, there's some guys around this town you just can't tell about. What's the matter?
I feel a little sick. Where's the washroom?
Door right back there behind the cigarette machine. Want to pay me now?
I'll be right back. Just my luck. The drinks were more than the change I had in my pocket. That meant I had to break one of those bills I took from Burroughs. They were all 50s and 100s. I couldn't take a chance on that bartender. He might think it was funny and remember and tell the police. I got panicky. It was another one of those snowballing things. I had to get out of that place. In the washroom, there was a window that led off to the alley. I just raised it, and it was climbing up on the sill when the bartender walked in. He was carrying a gun.
All right, wise guy. I thought you'd try something like this. Come on, get over that ledge.
Look, I was only opening the window to get some air in here.
Sure. Tell it to the cops.
I'll pay you. Look, I'll pay you anything you want.
Deadbeat. I spotted you the minute you walked in the joint. I can spot him a mile off. Now, come on, get moving.
No.
Let go of my arm, you crazy fool. This gun's loaded. You might get scared.
Let go of me. You...
You're crazy.
I stood there with the gun in my hand. I didn't mean to hurt him either. But he tried to turn me over to the police for nothing. I hit him in the leg, but he was out cold. I didn't know what to do. I didn't dare leave the gun. I just didn't know what to do. Finally, I thought I heard somebody coming in the front. I found a back door and ran until I was out of breath. I went up the stairs of our apartment house 2 at a time, and by the time I got inside my door, I thought my knees were going to buckle. But I had the safe feeling that a guy's own place gives him, no matter how stinking it is. Pauline was cooking supper.
Dick? Oh, Dick, hello.
Liver and onions again?
I heard you come in, Dick. I'm glad you're home.
Liver and onions.
Well, I know it isn't one of your favorites, but liver was on sale.
Turn it off.
All right, but I'm going to eat it.
No, you're not. Neither one of us are.
Dick, what is it now? You've been drinking.
2 drinks and I'm drunk, huh?
I didn't say that. But when you drink, it means something's happened. What is it this time?
I made up my mind.
Oh, you mean you're going to take a job?
Yeah.
Oh, darling.
Well, you haven't heard it all yet.
I don't need to hear anymore.
Listen, I know I haven't been a model American husband.
Oh, Dick.
Nobody ever voted me the guy most likely to become a millionaire, but, honey, well, I didn't always get the breaks, you know.
No, of course not.
You need to get a certain amount of momentum to... Why kid anybody? It's been my fault.
No, it hasn't, darling. Mm-mm. You've tried in your own way.
Don't keep it up. Everybody thinks I'm a sponge or a deadbeat. You told me they did.
They don't know you like I do.
Nobody believes in me. There's no reason why they should.
I believe in you.
Do you really?
Yes, darling. Yes.
Say it again.
I believe in you.
How much?
As much as anybody could. More
Would you believe in me in Chicago, in Milwaukee, or in San Francisco?
Anywhere. Anywhere in the world.
All right, then we're going.
Going? Where?
San Francisco.
My
From
job.
now on, I'm doing the work for this family.
Well, how can we
Look,
pick
I've
right
got
up
the money here. Look at it.
Dick! How much is this you have? Where'd you get
Never mind. Look, I got it, and it belongs to me. Take half of it. Go ahead, take it.
Well, all right, but I
Now, look,
already...
go down to Grand
Well-
Central and buy 2 Pullman tickets to San Francisco on the 9 o'clock train.
Well, I'll have to pack. Did you rob a bank?
Don't bother. Buy what you need downtown. It'll give you something to do. From now on, we forget this stinking place and start over from the bottom up. New clothes, new landlords, jobs, new friends, and new enemies. Dick Payne will show 'em. Yeah, I'll show 'em all what I can do.
Well, why do you want me to go alone to the station? Why aren't you coming?
I got business to do first. I'm going to pay off all my debts, everybody I owe. How do you like that?
Oh, it's wonderful, Dick, but... Honestly, now, where did you get that
Skip the
money?
questions. It's my dough. I work for it. Satisfy you?
Well,
Now listen. You get reservations at Grand Central and get on the train. It stops at 125th Street. I'll be busy uptown, so I'll get on at 125th. You got it?
125th Street Station.
Right.
Yeah.
And when that train pulls out of that station, the guy sitting next to you is going to be me.
Oh.
And we'll be heading for a new life, baby. A new life. If she knew what was really on my mind, she'd never have left. I couldn't risk hanging around 42nd Street, showing up at Grand Central with all its bright lights and its cops. I had to hide in some uptown dive where nobody'd find me and then sneak on the train to 125th Street, where they got only about 3 bulbs and no cops. I stood at the window and watched her cross the street. That's when I noticed this guy. A guy standing on the other side of the street looking up right at the apartment. Big, bulky, with policeman-type shoes. I jumped back from the window as he started to cross the street. I pulled my gun out to see if it was loaded. I heard him. I heard him coming up the stairs. There was nothing to do but wait for him. What do you want?
You're Richard Payne?
No, Anderson's my name.
Isn't this apartment 12?
Yeah, it is. I moved in this morning. Payne moved out yesterday.
Oh, now, wait a minute. You fit the description I got. Until I find out better, you're the man I want.
Look, I tell you
we
that
got
this-
a little business, you and I don't...
I reached out and I jerked him off his feet into the room. I knew they'd find me, but I didn't think it would be this quick. He was big and he knew how to handle himself, but I swung the butt of my gun against the side of his head and he went limp. I held him up against the door. I didn't want to touch him, but I thought maybe I could find something in his pockets that would tell me how they knew about me. He didn't have a gun or a badge, only a piece of paper. He was a bailiff from the city hall. He's come to evict us. Evict us, and I'd killed him. I wasn't a killer. It was this momentum. Everybody I met. 3 people in 3 hours.
Hello, Mr. Payne.
Out of my way.
What are you doing with a gun in
Out of my way.
Go crazy. This place is a regular fuck house.
Why, Mr. Payne, what's the matter?
Move that baby carriage. Get out of my way.
Don't point that gun at me.
Move it.
Don't.
I said move it. Oh, no, you don't, copper. The second bullet hit me. Hit me somewhere in my back, up high. I don't know where exactly. The pain was everywhere at once, and for a moment everything stopped working. I grabbed the edge of a building and saw a long alley wavering in front of my eyes. It was a long, dark alley. There was a light at the other end. I got my breath and started towards that bright spot. I knew the whole neighborhood would be after me. Besides everything else, now I'd been shooting at cops. The light at the other end turned out to be a milk truck without a driver. All of a sudden, nobody had to tell me what to do. I got in and I drove off. I left the truck somewhere on 127th Street or someplace, I don't know where, a block or 2 from here. The toughest thing of all was climbing the stairs to get up here to the station. 3 flights of stairs, a step at a time, and like my head would fall off from pain every time I took a step.
Broadway Limited, non-stop to Chicago, just arriving.
Just a minute.
Oh, hello. Hey, you sick, mister?
Where do the Pullmans stop?
Oh, the Pullmans always stop up front by the second light.
What time does the Chicago train come in?
Oh, they just arrive. Leave a Grand Central 11:50 o'clock. Arrive here 12 midnight under the hat. 80 years I sweep up the platform, always on the time. You gonna catch?
Yeah.
Where's your bags?
My wife got on at Grand Central with the luggage. I'm meeting her. We're going places, boy.
Oh, that's nice. So where you going? Chicago, Kansas City?
As far as it'll take me, west.
Oh, San Francisco. That's a nice town. When you get there, what are you going to do?
I got a job there.
That's good. Well, maybe someday I take a train to San Francisco. Now I got a job here, sweeping. Hey, listen. She just come out of the tunnel. It's on the time.
Good.
That's a pretty, huh? Good. Except when the train comes at night. When I work, it's always quiet up here. I just brush the dirt off of the side. Down she goes, 45 feet down to the street where the dots belong. Mister, please move the foot so I sweep where you stand. Huh?
Sure.
Thanks a lot. I sweep just... Hey, what's this?
Huh?
Your nose don't bleed, but there's a fresh blood drip on the platform.
Blood.
Hey, what's your name?
None of your business.
Just a minute. More blood. I don't like this. Now I know why you don't tell me your name. You shame. Maybe you the same fellow shoot a policeman tonight.
All right, turn around.
Oh, you gotta go.
Turn around, I said.
Mister, what are you gonna do?
Don't you worry here. What do you think?
Broadway Limited?
Help me up the steps, please.
Sure.
Thanks. Oh.
What's the matter with that fella? He looks so funny.
Dick? Oh, here I am. You were going right past me.
Pauline, the lights were flickering. I couldn't see.
Dick, what's wrong?
Just tired, terribly tired. I kept my word and met you, but I'm so tired.
Dick, you're hurt.
Take care of me, Pauline. Don't let them get to me. Don't let...
Who? What is it, dearest? Who are they?
Hold me, Pauline.
Oh, darling. What did you do?
It wasn't my fault. I went to get the money from Burroughs. The money he owed me, I killed him.
Oh, no.
And everything went wrong. Everything. All those people, but I had to get that money. I had to get that money for us.
Oh, Dick, no.
I had to.
What? I got off work early and went to see Mr. Burroughs. He gave me $200. He said when you came by, he'd have you sign a release for it.
Pauline.
Oh, Dick! Oh, Dick!
Suspense, presented by Autolite. Tonight's star, Victor Mature.
Mr. Mature, that was a top performance.
Well, thanks a lot.
Do you know something else that gives a top performance?
Well, you're probably going to say Autolite resistor spark plugs, huh?
Vic, you're right with Autolite.
Harlow, I would have been very much surprised if you'd said anything else.
Why, sure. Autolite resistor spark plugs with the exclusive built-in 10,000 ohm Autolite resistor permit a wide gap setting, giving top spark plug performance. Top performers, too, are the more than 400 other products made by Autolite for cars, trucks, planes, and boats in 28 Autolite plants coast to coast. They include complete electrical systems for many of America's finest cars. Spark plugs, batteries, starting motors, generators, coils, distributors. All engineered by Autolite to fit together perfectly, work together perfectly, because they're a perfect team. So, friends, don't accept electrical parts that are supposed to be as good. Insist on and get Autolite, original factory parts at your service station, car dealer, garage, or repair shop. Remember, you're always right with Autolite. Next Thursday for Suspense, Red Skelton will be our star. The play is called The Search for Isabel, and it is, as we say,
a tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Tonight's Suspense play was produced and edited by William Spear and directed by Norman MacDonald. Music for Suspense is composed by Lucien Morawek and conducted by Lud Gluskin. Momentum is a Cornell Woolrich story adapted for radio by E. Jack Newman. Victor Mature appeared through the courtesy of 20th Century Fox, producers of the Technicolor production, Oh, You Beautiful Doll. In the coming weeks, you will hear such stars as Van Heflin, Lucille Ball, and Desi Arnaz. By the way, Lorene Tuttle tonight was Pauline. And now, don't forget, next Thursday, same time, Autolite will present Suspense, starring Red Skelton.
You can buy Autolite resistor spark plugs, Autolite stay-full batteries, Autolite electrical parts at your neighborhood Autolite dealers. Switch to Autolite. Good night.
This is National Safety Congress Week. The Electric Autolite Company, which received the National Safety Council's Public Interest Award this year, urges you to do your part to promote safety on the highway, in the home, and on the job. Drive slowly. Death and danger travel in fast company. And remember to be careful wherever you are. The life you save may be your own. This is CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Suspense. Mr. Cary Grant, as star of The Black Path of Fear, a suspense play produced, edited, and directed by William Spear. Suspense.
It was our first day in Havana. We'd taken a hack, an open horse-drawn carriage, and spent the afternoon driving around to see the sights. She was always crazy about jade. So in Chinatown, we stopped in a little curiosity shop the driver steered us to. We bought a few gadgets there and started back toward the main part of the town. It was getting dark, and she snuggled up close to me there in the carriage.
It's been a wonderful day, Scotty.
Yeah.
I was scared at first. A couple of times I thought I saw him in the crowds there in Chinatown. Guess it was just my imagination.
Oh, sure it was. He wouldn't try any rough stuff this far from his home base. He may be a little Caesar around his nightclubs back in Florida. But here in Cuba, he's just another alien that better not get caught carrying a gun.
He said he'd get me if I ever left him. No matter where I went.
Nah, but he sent a radiogram wishing us luck.
That's what worries me. He didn't say which kind of luck.
Alto, Clover. Alto. Now, what's this, driver?
It's Sloppy George. Big trucks in the Havana.
Of course. Sloppy Joe's. Want to go in, darling?
Why not? We can only die once.
So I paid the coachman. We went into Sloppy Joe's. The place was jammed to the sidewalk line and so noisy you couldn't hear yourself think. It was like a football scrimmage when you moved in. And like sardines in a can when you stood still. And then suddenly the crowd divided in front of us like the Red Sea. And a little photographer came through using an old-fashioned tripod for a battering ram. He set up his camera and pointed it in our direction.
The senor and the lady would like a picture for to show their friends back in the estate.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, please, Scotty. We've never had a picture taken together.
Together? With 4,000 people jammed up against us on all sides.
Well, instead, maybe you come to my studio. Calle Barrios. It's not far.
Oh, no. All right, go on. Shoot it here.
Bueno. I make a pose, please.
Mm-hmm.
Much cariño, much love.
Okay.
Bueno. What's the birdie? Hold it. That is all. I have the picture. Here is my card. Take the campo.
Hey.
Picture be ready tomorrow.
Oh, come on. He's taking it now, darling. Well, come on, honey. Everybody's looking at it.
Don't rush me, Scotty. Give me time.
Hey, what is it? Why are you so limp? What's wrong?
I knew we wouldn't make it. But what do we care? Part of a knife's better than none at all.
Ease.
Just stay with me a minute. It won't take long.
Charlie, what happened? What happened?
Scotty, that was the first picture we ever had taken together. Let me know how it turns out.
Oh, Eve. Eve, darling. She's dead. She doesn't move anymore. Somebody do something. She's been knifed. Right here in my arms. Havana is a fast town for anything. Love, life, and death, too. A minute ago, I'd been half of a honeymoon couple getting their first picture snapped by a little Cuban photographer in Sloppy Joe's. Now I was alone with a corpse in an empty saloon. But that didn't go on for long, either. There were cops there in half a minute, and finally a detective.
This woman is dead.
Yeah, I know.
You were the man with her?
I was the man with her.
Your name?
Scott. Bill Scott.
Mr. Scott, how long have you been in Havana?
4 hours.
You quarrel with this girl here in this bar?
Yeah. No. We were only in here long enough to have our picture taken.
You were traveling together?
That's right.
Her name on her tourist card is Mrs. Edward Spinelli.
Yeah.
Where is Mr. Spinelli?
Not where I'd like him to be, which is...
You are not being very cooperative, Mr. Scott.
Okay, I'll tell you the whole story. She was a singer in a nightclub in Tampa, Florida. Spinelli owned the nightclub. He packed a gun, and so did the waiters in the joint. He gave her the choice between getting killed and marrying him. So she married him.
And how did you meet her?
I worked for Spinelli. I drove his car.
You are not a chauffeur by profession, are you, Mr. Scott?
No. I took the job to get her away from him. Is there anything wrong in that?
The murder weapon, this knife. What do you know about it?
What are you driving at?
Is this your knife, Mr. Scott?
No, but it's a pretty close match. I bought one just like it this afternoon in the curiosity shop. Wait a minute, I'll show you. I've got it in my pockets right
Cuidado con eso.
Wait a minute. Let go. Don't get so excited. Okay, it's in this pocket. Now fish it out yourself if you want to.
There is no knife here.
But there's got to be. It was a knife with a jade handle, like that one you've got there with a monkey carved on it. But the monkey on the one I bought was holding his hands over his ears. There were 3 of them in the shop. You know the type. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
I only know that you bought a knife this afternoon, that you no longer have the knife, and that a knife has been used to stab this woman.
But it's not the same knife, I tell you. I can prove it. Give me a chance to prove it, will you?
All right, Mr. Scott. I will give you a chance.
So we went back to the shop where I'd bought the knife, back to Chinatown. Inspector Acosta, that was the Cuban detective's name, questioned the old duck who sold it to me.
You remember this man buying something in here this afternoon, Viejo?
Yes. Gentleman buy knife, ornamental knife, knife with jade handle.
Well, describe the jade handle.
Jade handle have monkey.
We know that. Describe the monkey.
Pretty sure monkey hiding eyes,
What?
See no evil.
You're crazy. What's the matter with you? What are you trying to do to me? I bought the one holding its ears. You know that.
Teochin, this man's life may depend on what you are saying. Are you absolutely sure?
Knives come by 3s. First one is sold to this gentleman. Others still got. I can show you.
Can't lie in your teeth. Listen, Acosta. So what if he shows you a set with that one missing? He's probably got 100 sets in his storeroom.
Only one set imported. Can show customs invoices.
How did this man and the woman act when they came into the shop?
Really act a scare, very scare. The man, Scott, take out knife. He, feel to see if sharp. He, go over to Rady with it. He do like this. For joke. Maybe.
Sure, well, it was a joke.
Rady don't think it's joke. Oh, she turned very pale and act a scare. She say, go ahead. She say, she tired waiting for to be stabbed with knife.
Uh-huh. Well, Scott?
Well, I think she did say something like that. She was afraid Spinelli was going to have her bumped off. Well, he did it. And this guy has been paid to frame me. Can't you see that?
I am sorry, Mr. Scott, but I must place you under arrest for the murder of Mrs. Eve Spinelli.
As we threaded our way back through Chinatown in the police car, I thought the whole thing over and came to a decision. The car was creeping along at a snail's pace through the crowded streets. I was in the middle, Acosta and the other dick on either side of me. The car fitted in the narrow lane like a cork in a bottle. If it came to a halt in front of the door of a building, and finally it did, just that. I bolted and they came after me, fast. The door I ducked into opened onto a pitch-black hallway. I groped around till I found a flight of stairs and started climbing. Go ahead and shoot! They didn't start shooting right away. They had to spot me with their lights first. The rays from their pocket flashes kept stabbing past me like tracer bullets. The light could only shine in the straight light beam, and I could go around the curve at the head of each flight. The third turn was the last. There was a square vent at the back of a passage, and I could see the stars through it. There was a ladder of rusty, twisted chains with rotten wood cross pieces. I knew I'd never have time for it. And suddenly, the light hit me. But the bullet didn't. I ducked back in the shadows and turned the knob of the nearest door, tossing my head over the foot of the ladder to make it look as if I lost it while climbing. I backed through the door into a room. In the dark room, I stood very still and listened. They were separating to case the roofs along the block. Well, I was safe for a few minutes anyway. Try to figure out where I am. A room. A dark room. I strained my eyes into the blackness. Then, something cool and metallic found the side of my neck. It was the business edge of a knife.
Bueno?
No hablo español.
No moverte.
Now, take it easy, take it easy. I can't talk your language. Put that knife down, will you, miss?
¿Qué quiere usted?
Polizzi. Verstecken Sie. Understand? Comprende? Up there on the stairs. I don't know how to say it. Police here. They're after me. Cops.
Cops? Why didn't you say so before? I hate cops.
Oh, you do talk English.
I ought to. I've been in enough of your jails to take out naturalization papers. Get over there. I'll do what I can for you.
They're coming back. I better get out of here.
Don't be a fool. There's 20 of them down in the street now. They sure must want you bad, Chico.
Well, they say I killed my girl.
They say wrong?
They say very wrong.
Another man took her away from you, eh?
No, I took her away from another man.
Aye, then any fool of a policeman knows you didn't kill her. You never kill what doesn't belong to you, only what does.
Tell them that. Uh-oh, here comes payday.
Quickly, get into the cot there. Cover yourself up.
But...
Do as I tell you. Take off that shirt. Don't stop for buttons. Tear it off. Now then, face the wall.
Hey, what are you doing?
Stay perfectly still and don't rub against the covers. No, don't move.
Suspense. Ha visto un hombre muy macizo, un americano.
No he visto a nadie.
¿Quién es ese?
Mi hombre.
Veamos.
Está muy enfermo. Viruela.
¿Viruela?
Sí, viruela. Mire la cuarentena.
Es verdad. Viruela. Vámonos. Suspense. Buenas noches.
Buenas noches, señores.
Oh, what was all that about? Hey, what are all these red spots on me?
I put them there with lipstick. I told the coffee where my husband and I were smallpox.
Oh, and they believed it?
Why not? I showed them the quarantine sign on the door. Manolito, that was my man. He died of smallpox in this room.
Huh?
Oh, don't be alarmed. It has all been disinfected.
Oh. Well, say thanks. Why did you go to bat for me like that anyway?
Different reason. Flowers on a grave, I guess.
Flowers on it. What does that mean?
It's hard to explain. It's my way of doing something for someone that isn't around anymore, I guess. It's the only way I have. I don't know any other way. You see, I know what it is to lose someone you love, too, just like you.
Oh, Manolito?
He got the smallpox in jail. He came back here to me to die. What is your name, Guapo?
Bill Scott.
Is Scott?
No, Scott, with an S.
It's too hard to say. I'll call you Guapo. That means handsome.
Well, thanks. What shall I call you?
Around this neighborhood, they call me Medianoche.
Maybe,
It means midnight. Try it that way.
Okay. Midnight?
They call me that because now I always hang around late by myself since he's gone.
Well, midnight, I don't know what to say to you except thanks.
No nada. Flowers on a grave.
Yeah. Well, guess I'd better get going.
What do you want to throw away all my hard work for? They spot you at the next corner.
Well, I can't hang around here for the rest of the night.
What's the matter with it here?
Why, nothing, but
How do you figure on getting out of town, even if you do get out of here?
I don't know.
You don't know Havana, you don't know Cuba. You're on an island, water all around you.
Yeah.
You don't get away.
Well, looks like I stay in Havana. Oh, if I could only get hold of that photographer.
Photographer?
Yeah. There was a photographer in Sloppy Joe's. He was snapping a picture of us just when it happened.
Ay, mira, you think maybe this picture is the man who killed your sweetheart, eh?
Pretty sure of it.
Think, Guapo. What do you remember about this photographer?
Well, he was just a typical cheap photographer for tourists. Hey, wait a minute. He said something about having a studio somewhere near Sloppy's. He gave me a card. Where is it?
Calle Barrios?
Yeah, that's it. Cali Barrios. You know that guy?
Sailors go there with girls to get their pictures taken. His name is Pepe Campos.
Oh, well, I got to get that picture midnight. I'll have to risk it.
Well, un momento. I get you some other clothes. Here, I think these fit you.
Thanks.
Manolito was one big sailor. Now listen, I tell you how to get away from here. Over the Calle Barrios so maybe the police don't see you.
Yeah?
You go right down the mouth of the alley and you turn to the right. That's this hand here. Just a few steps from there.
It was so dark I almost had to feel my way along the streets. And suddenly, out of nowhere, came a voice. There were two of them there, keeping the alley covered. I looked back the way I'd come. Someone was coming along slowly. I waited there, paralyzed.
¿Qué tal, marinero?
Huh? What?
Are you lonesome?
Yeah. Sure, yeah. Look, you want to take a walk, sister?
You said it.
Fine. Now walk close to me like this. No, lean up closer. Get your face up under mine. Yeah, that's it. Give me a little more affection. That's it. Now walk down this way with me, just past the corner, huh?
You said it, big boy. You said it.
Where should we go, honey?
You said it.
That's good. Here's the turn. Goodbye, sister.
Cheapskate! Cheapskate, bellaco! Cheapskate!
I was afraid her yelling might attract the cops, so I took off down the street and then I ducked into an alley to catch my breath. I looked up. There was a sign on the shop. Campos Retratos y Fotografias. At first I didn't get it. And then all of a sudden I knew I was there. I opened the door and walked in.
Si, senor?
You took a picture this evening of me and a lady in Sloppy Joe's. I want that picture.
Oh, no me recuerdo. I do not recall, senor.
There was trouble right afterwards, a lot of noise.
Oh, si. I remember. I am just developing the pictures I have taken today.
Uh-huh.
Come with me. This is my dark room. The most latest equipment. is the man Kodako.
Yeah. Well, where's that picture?
They are all in the bar. Un momento. Oh, this the one?
Wait a minute. No, that's not.
No.
How long are they going to...
Oh.
Hey, wait a minute. I think that's it.
Ah.
Yeah, it's beginning to come through. Yeah, that's us. Yeah.
Oh, someone leans over the lady's shoulder, no?
Yes. Let's have some more light on the subject.
This is someone you know, senor?
Yes, it's someone I know. His name is...
Never mind the name, Scotty. I'll introduce myself.
Spinelli.
Stand over against the wall. You know, I'm glad you found this picture, Scotty. I was kind of nervous about having a thing like this floating around. You can understand my feelings.
You surprised me, Spinelli. I didn't think you'd be brave enough to stab a woman in the back without your gorillas around to protect you.
Don't make me angry, Scotty. I'm in a bad mood.
I didn't know you were smart like you are either, Spinelli. I apologize. That was a cute trick, hiring a cab driver to steer us to that shop in Chinatown. But what I still can't figure out is how you switched those knives.
I didn't. I still have the knife you bought. I frisked it out of your pocket. Would you like to see it first? Pretty, ain't it? You know, we've always had an eye for jades, and this is definitely the best of the three. I hate to spoil such a pretty knife, but the revolver, it makes too much noise. I think I'll use the knife on you, too. I like things symmetrical, like Romeo and Juliet, ain't it? What's that? Don't move, Scotty.
Bravo. Bravo, you in here?
His sweetheart not dead an hour, and already he has another.
Midnight, get out of here, quick. This man is a killer.
I'm not afraid of you, big boy.
Keep away from me. Don't try any funny business.
Me hombre, he was just like you. He talk very mean, but he don't hurt me, not one little bit.
I don't only talk big, sister. Now, look. I got a job to do here. I'll talk to you when I've shut your boyfriend's trap for good.
My boyfriend? You kidding? Go ahead, finish him off. He take a powder on me. He stinks.
Ran out on her, eh? Why, Scotty, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
You're rich. You got many diamonds. I like you, mister.
Stop mooching around.
Midnight, I tell you, this guy's a killer. Now, watch out.
Shut up. How about it, big boy?
Huh? Stick around, sister. I can use talent like yours.
Kiss me, big boy.
Later.
Right now. I yell very loud, make big trouble.
You're pretty hot stuff, aren't you, huh?
You don't know another half from it, big boy.
Huh? Come here.
No, you can't. Grab the gun.
Why, you dirty little stupid. Shut up.
Spinelli, I've got the gun now.
Oh, Scotty. I was only throwing a scare into you. I would have knocked you off right away if that's what I meant to do, wouldn't I, huh?
What's it worth to you to stay alive, Spinelli?
$100,000, Scotty. In the bank, right here in Havana. Just let me get over to the table there. Check the bearer. No strings.
100,000.
Well, 150,000, Scotty. What do you want?
I want Eve back again. Alive.
200,000. Chicago account thrown in, 250,000. That's $250,000, Scotty.
I want Eve. I want her back again.
You can't bring the dead to life, Scotty. But you can be rich. Kill me and you get nothing but a murder rap. The picture don't show me sticking the knife in her. The knife don't mean nothing. Chin and the driver will never talk. You're just fixing up a nice murder rap for yourself, Scotty.
Stand over under the light. I don't want to miss.
Scotty. No. Don't do it, Scotty. Scotty! You win. Scotty.
So that's the story. And so I've come to give myself up for the murder of Ed Spinelli. Well, Inspector, what are you going to do about it?
About what?
About what? About what I just told you, murder.
I don't speak English so good. I often miss hearing things that I speak, especially when they are said too fast.
I can say it slower. I just killed
My English stinks today. I don't understand.
You don't understand? I said...
Please, would you mind not coming in here mumbling in this English of yours that I do not understand?
Well, okay by me, if that's the way you feel about it.
Oh, Mr. Scott,
What?
this girl, this medianoche.
Media? Midnight? What about her? You know where she is?
That girl, that woman, she has been raising Cain in my jail all night, all day yesterday.
Well, what's she charged with?
Well, my foolish officers questioned her and did not know any better than to put some charge all in the book. Senor Scott, we have been stuck with her ever since. She is like a hurricane.
I'll agree with you there.
Senor Scott, if you haven't got enough to bail her out, I paid out of my own pocket. Anything to get her out.
Well, midnight, it's over.
Si, guapo. It is over.
Hey, you got any idea where we're headed for?
Sloppy Joe's. The feet of an Americano in Habana walk always in the direction of a Sloppy Joe's, no?
Yeah, I can hear it already. Will you come in with me midnight?
No, guapo. You go in alone.
Won't you just have one with me, please?
No,
Why not?
there's someone waiting for you in there.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't know anybody in Havana, except you.
Someone is waiting for you in there, guapo. Flowers on the grave, no?
Flowers on the grave. In Sloppy Joe's.
Love makes any place beautiful, even a Sloppy Joe's. Go on, guapo. Buy her a drink at the bar and tell her how that picture you took turned together out. You promised you would, remember?
How do you tell something to somebody that's dead?
In your mind, guapo, where she will always be.
I'll try and tell her midnight. I'll tell her about you, too.
Oh, no. She will be jealous.
Not when I tell her.
You don't know women, guapo.
Maybe not. Well,
Adios, guapo.
goodbye, midnight.
This is the Armed Forces Radio Service.